Alright, we're beginning. We're playing Torchbearer. This is session 6, and coincidentally, this will be the 66th video I upload. 666!
Yikes.
And it's Valentine's Day. I just want to say I love you guys. I love you, the audience.
And I love
And
this game.
in addition, because it is Valentine's Day, we'll be having 3 more sessions after this one today.
Ooh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Are you trying to get to the 69th video?
What? No, that's a complete coincidence. There's nothing to do with that whatsoever.
What is this? What is it 69? Please tell me in detail.
Yeah, I've never heard of something like that.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants to explain it in graphic detail, that would be a...
Share a diagram.
Sure, it's the number that comes after 68 and before 70.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I approve.
Yeah.
Alphanumeric.
Divides into 1, 2, 3, not 2. 6. No, not 6. 12. That's it. It's not very interesting. No, not even.
Anyway.
12. Gee,
I'm tired of these prime numbers.
it's bad.
It's divisible by 3.
Alright.
Is it?
It is by 3, but
I thought prime numbers are just important numbers. Like 7 is important.
I mean,
1 is important.
it's
Sure.
Like culturally, I mean.
it's
I don't know.
divisible by 6.
It's important to me.
Yeah, of course.
No, not 6.
So I did a bunch of writing and drawing on the map, so it's a little more
Hooray.
cool to look at. I drew a little dwarf statue, large statue. Not beliefs. Prologue. What happened before? Who wants to deliver that? I guess I could look at who delivered it previously.
I believe it was me.
I can do my best to deliver it.
Okay.
As if I did. Alright. While hanging out in the cave.
Wait, Tyler, do you have any conditions?
Yeah, he's exhausted.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Also, I think also he's a wizard, and I think wizards. I think you have to do all your conditions first, but you have the option to memorize a spell, because you can no longer, you have to spend a check on spells now. It's no longer free. Okay.
Oh no. We'll check this out as I recap our tale. We were minding our own business, hanging out in the cavern, or as we now affectionately refer to it as the Smugglers Den. A Roman emerged from the water, from wherever he was prior. I still find it kind of sus personally. After that, we had a trust fall session with Ardor to teach him the fundamentals of why racism is bad. I don't know if we got the message across yet. After which, we ventured further, climbed a wall, and we found a guy. I forget exactly what he was, but he was being a real something, just not letting us progress, and we had to drive him off, to which I think we did an adequate job, but I think there was a condition that is not coming to memory right now.
Anger.
Well, I was personally angry. I don't know if that translated to like a...
Yes, it did translate. I became angry.
Okay, so you have quantified anger. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so that is what happened. In which case, I think that was game for that time. I feel like I'm glossing over something, but that's...
Well, the treasure, but...
that's the treasure.
The fat loot.
Yeah, the only reason we're here.
I'm here because I like adventuring. It's just a thrill.
Oh, what a degenerate.
I know. Like
He actually likes doing this.
Yeah.
Dear God.
I'm just in it for the money. He actually likes being out here. What a weirdo.
I lost my past. This is what I have. This makes sense. It is routine.
All right.
Or one day, Ardor, I just like Fat Albert before me, I will preach pro-social values to you, so you can overcome your irrational hatred of Ardor.
Wait, what?
I mean, you hate elves, right?
Right.
Because your parents were killed by elves?
That's right.
I don't think you as a character know that necessarily.
Oh,
No.
I'm okay. Well, as the player, then, well, I guess we are making a generalized
He's been
statement
reading
about
your
a group of
journal.
people.
It's reading your character's
His
journal.
diary. Yeah.
There's going to be a point where we have to wonder if your character's sympathetic or not.
Okay, I think that's good. You're missing one thing of like fighting someone or whatever.
That was the guy.
No, he mentioned
Oh,
that
he
we
alluded
drove
to it.
off a dude.
Oh, okay.
He was a
He's
zombie
just,
dude, but we drove him
yeah.
off.
Okay, perfect.
Said it in an unconventional way.
Yeah, great. Yes, then you get to do a thing. And that thing, let me check one more time in the book, just so I know, because before you get the choice, now I don't think it's a free choice, and you think
No, it's yeah,
I don't get a free choice. It's a command at that point.
yeah, it's
exactly.
just condition, yeah. No tag, yeah. So you have to alleviate the condition.
Okay.
In the order, I guess, of hungry, thirsty, afraid, or yeah, your choice, I guess, of the.
I
Hungry,
only have
thirsty,
exhausted.
afraid,
So.
angry, or exhausted.
Okay,
Then,
well-
if you don't have any of those, you could gain point tax nature, and if you didn't have tax nature, you could memorize a first circle spell or reduce your burden if you were a cleric. Or
This makes sense.
Surge.
I gotta be in peak condition to be able to memorize complex spells. So this
Kind
makes
of,
sense.
yeah. It's
I will remove exhausted. Recalling the last few hours or so. Like my character has suddenly just is no longer tired. He's like clarity,
yeah.
serenity now, as some would say.
That being said, Talia, you missed just one session, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Where were you during that time? I think it was probably just about a day, since they were at the Elven camp, and then they.
Was it a day? Because I know we were all in the tunnel together, and then we were trying to climb up.
Yeah, so that was just one session then.
Oh, then a few hours probably.
Yeah.
Maybe
Probably not
even
that
less.
Maybe
Yeah,
like an
so
hour.
Well, depending
it
on the
was-
search, because like we never talked about how long Matthias' search, because his instincts every nook and cranny, and that could take a while.
Yeah.
In game, so it's somewhere. It's probably like half a day maybe.
Yeah,
They-
to get outside, we didn't. Did we have to swim or just trudge through water? I can't remember.
You needed to. Oh, the dwarf needed to swim because it was above his head.
Right.
Everyone
that was
else
just
kind
him,
of
right?
were able to trudge a little bit. It's very slippery. And then when Roman came, the tide was out, and he was able to like saunter in.
Oh, okay. Well, I was probably standing guard at the entrance when he sauntered in, and I gave him a nod, and I was just kind of relaxing against the entrance, making sure that if anybody did own this cave, or if it was like a bandit hideout, that if they were coming, I could come in and alert you guys before they were upon us. So that's all. I was just standing watch.
Okay. Standing watch. Are you hungry, afraid, exhausted, or angry?
I am exhausted.
Gonna cover exhausted.
Yeah. It was a very relaxing watch. Not a lot happened except for seeing
Good.
Roman.
You were listening to lo-fi, chill hip hop beats to stand watch to.
Yeah.
Exactly. But where you at some point hearing a big commotion, you come up into the darkness and are able to reunite with the group. As I guess they're struggling and debating how to take a bunch of statues back to, I guess, a more defensible place, or back to town.
Mhm.
And that reminds me, also, I meant to say this before, magical and mythical places you can't ruin their economies. So the elven tower, or the elven place, elf home, you can't. Like dwarven places, you can't. I think a wizard's tower, you can't. Possibly a religious bastion. I'm not 100% sure on the last two, but I think that's true. Other places, if you spend too much treasure there in one go, I guess in between respites or or what have you, you can stimulate their economy, and then you need to like respite, and then they have the chance to like become better. Like basically, you have to wait a year. Otherwise, you can potentially inflate their economy. Things cost too much, and then they become in ruin. Okay, yeah. It's just a quick aside. Okay, so the group is arguing over the treasure. Get back to town. So strategize your plan of action and set your instance goals. So, as a group, what
I
are
think
you
we should head
doing?
We should head for the exit, and then when we're there, head back to town.
Well, are we completely full? Like, now that we have an extra person? Don't we have
yeah.
space?
I'm full up.
I'm also full. But we
When you say
carry-
full, like
Oh, yeah.
full on.
Like completely full up. I can't.
Goods.
Anything else would require a labor test. And keep in mind, actually, we've only fit 2 of the 4 statues in our packs, right?
Right.
The rest are still planning to carry. So I'm pretty sure we're full up.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a large sack that I can use.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You also have
Okay.
a weapon. You need 2 hands. You can carry a large sack in one hand with a labor test.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sounds like everyone's gonna have a labor instinct. Just kidding. No.
Okay, well, yeah, we're going to carry.
Well, no, hold on.
one with empty.
Because I'm full up, but I don't have to make any laborer tests. So is Steed, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then Ardor is also full up.
I can carry by hand, but all my bags are with the horses.
Put all stuff on the horses.
And even then,
We got to
my
get it
bags
to
are
them,
full.
though.
Yeah.
But can
Why
we
did
just
I
camp
think?
and then map to the horses?
Well, yeah, once we're on map, it's easy, but we need to get it.
Wait, I think. How much space do the great sword or do the statues take?
3, I think, Sean said.
3.
Oh, it's
I
pack
could fit 2
4.
into
Pack
a large,
3.
couldn't I?
Wait, it says statue pack 4 for me.
Oh.
Let me look. I just based it on the Objet d'Art first edition. So pack 4 carried 4. So if 2 people had clear hands, they can carry it.
Okay, because I think I could technically fit my greatsword and a statue in my sack.
This greatsword, I believe, isn't pack though.
Oh, it's not?
It's carried 1, I believe.
I thought it was carried 1, pack 2 or something like that.
I think it's too big to be packed away. Huh?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, because I thought I took the sack with the like system of like being able to carry, but I can't remember how it worked. Oh, it's carried 1, wielded 2.
Yeah, so it's too big to fit in your backpack, basically.
Okay. I see.
Or not too big, but like too awkward and bulky because it's like 6 feet long, right? You
No,
can't
I think I
fit-
probably mistakenly
fit it
thought
in
I
a
could
backpack.
carry the sack with one hand.
You can carry small sacks with 1 hand, but large sacks need to be shouldered with 2.
Yeah, carry 2 or
I mean,
pack 1.
and this is like you could still just make labor tests, right? You can, I guess, individually make a bunch of labor
Although-
tests, hollow things, and
I mean, my hands are empty, so it actually might be easier for me because does it matter how many slots of the 4 are full, Sean? Like if I have two empty hands, is it easier for me to make the laborer test than if he only had 1 free hand, presumably?
depends on if he's trying to carry. I guess
I don't remember how to calculate obs for laborer tests.
It don't. It might, depending on the obs. Yeah.
So, like, if you have stuff that in the carried slot of your hands, that means they're full.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm full too.
I mean, I technically have 1 carried slot in my hand, but
I mean,
could
if
carry
you
something
have,
on
if
my
you're free,
head.
Chris, and Corbusier has, what do you have in your hand? Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing in
you
my.
could you could carry an extra
So
one.
we could carry it between the two of us. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be just leave one.
Yeah.
There, I guess.
So wait.
Wait, no,
So
I
we
have a
have two
lantern.
people with
I'm
empty
carrying.
hands. Who doesn't have empty hands? Like, what are people carrying in their hands that they're not empty?
I'm using both my hands to carry the large sack.
Okay, so you're
Do you
carrying a
have
sack.
space for your daggers? Yes.
Yeah, on my torso because I have a free spot.
Oh, right.
My belt.
Cool. And Corbusier, you just have a lantern then?
I just have the lantern. Yeah, if somebody wants to carry this, it's pack 1, I think.
That's pack 2, carried 1.
I mean, I could carry my greatsword and the lantern, and then I could give Corbusier the sack to carry.
It'd be really hard to go down that hole with all this scary stuff.
Don't worry, this is a great chance
Okay,
to
yeah.
earn
So,
checks, guys.
so for laborer obs, for each free, for each inventory slot is a factor.
Okay, this is besides the point. Are you
Yeah.
planning on going back to town, or are you planning on camping here and then mapping and then fast traveling, or are you planning on going in?
I don't know
going
what we
back-
have on map. What do we have on map?
You have.
I can't see.
You have the saltwater hole, and then you have. Boop.
Yes, this is what I was looking for.
Oop, this is the wrong spot. There we go. So you have the saltwater hole, and then you have up to Clifton. You can camp.
Right. No, I'm just wondering where in the dungeon do we have mapped up to?
Oh, the
'Cause I don't
saltwater
know.
hole. Where
Right.
Where I put you? Put you on conflicts. There we go. Boop. Yeah. So just the dark, the black inked area.
Right.
So you're here in this room. You need to get here, and then potentially there'd be another test, laborer test, to carry it back, even though you're fast traveling. At least 2 of your
Well-
horses, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because so if me and Corbusier can split one of the statues between us, but then there's still one more, and so someone will have to make a laborer test. So, yeah.
Or perhaps you will, because no one else has free hands, I guess.
Well, Corbusier does. That was the whole point, right? Me and him can split one of the statues.
but
We
then
both have
once-
2 free hands.
Then once you have no one has free hands, who, like, I guess carrying stuff with multiple hands would be quite hard, I guess. 'Cause,
Well, no,
like,
it's also, I'm just saying, like for the 4th statue, obvious, like maybe Talia could, because she has 1 free hand, but
You-
she'd have to make the laborer test,
you
right?
should be carrying the lantern.
I was gonna say I'd
and
have to
great-
take the to make
Yes.
Corbusier free-handed. I'd have to take his lantern, right?
Oh, right, okay.
But yeah,
Can we drop the
Potentially.
lantern?
It's our only source of light, so
Oh,
probably
definitely
not.
not.
Ardor has one, I think.
Yeah, I have a lantern.
Yeah, but he's got stuff in his hands, so he can't use it.
He is
Well,
using
the
it.
lantern is one of the things in my hand.
A
What's the
lantern,
other thing?
The shield.
The shield.
Okay, so what's your plan, I guess?
think-
Well, yeah,
discussed
that's
the
what I'm trying to
issue-
get the information first, so that we can make a plan.
So obviously we want to come back here and explore the rest of the cave, right?
Yeah, so maybe the best thing to do is just take what we can carry right now and then come back.
But don't we need to map the place so that we can get back here?
I mean,
Obviously, if we have it mapped up to the watering hole, it's just we want to be able to. I don't want to have to.
we can fast travel to the base of to our camp that we made at the bottom of the wall, all the way back to Clifton.
But then we'll have to try and get up here again, and we might not succeed. It was a bit of a close call last time.
I know, but it's not like we can camp at any point, even outside the thing, and then put where we've been on the map. Right? We don't have to be in here to put it on the
Yeah,
map.
you don't have to. You could just write the map at camp. You don't need to be in the place to camp there, if that's what you're worried
Oh,
about.
okay.
Ardor.
Like once we leave, we can camp anywhere and just write down.
Yeah, anything blue, even on the other pages that you haven't been on to, I guess yet, is technically off map. But at any point, they could be like, "I want to map this section because they've been here," and I'll give them the ob to add it to the map.
Okay, sure. Then let's go back.
Keep putting you the conflict and not to the
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
adventure place.
I mean, the other thing is like I guess we kind of have to unload this stuff at Clifton, unless we want to try making it back to Elfheim. But
Or camp first. But then
or camp first.
you could bring it to a different camp, then map everything.
I don't have any checks. Does anyone else have checks?
I do
I
not.
have
I
three
think I might
checks.
have a check.
Okay, so then maybe we could.
Depending
Check if I
on,
have checks.
there's
I have
also
one check.
instincts and stuff. So let's.
All right, now okay. So we've got a basic plan in play. Let's do the beliefs and six goals.
So who wants to go first? Let's go with Chris.
Okay. My belief is I will oppose those who act against nature at every turn. My creed is humans can be trusted to preserve the natural world. My goal is going to be
Guess get more treasure. We're coming back.
I'm gonna go with yeah, maybe
Like, I guess here's the question: what's the
Yeah.
difference between, going to town and spending the money now, than going back with more treasure and spending it after you've already spent this treasure?
I don't really know what the different what.
So our like Steve said, like, oh, we're just gonna go to camp then come back, but then it's like, okay, but what's the difference between spending it now and spending a more amount later? I guess is the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't.
Unless you're buying very expensive things that need lots of treasure, I guess. But I don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna say my goal is to strip this dungeon of all its valuables. And by all, I mean all, so as not to make it a trivial goal.
We're kind of full up. How are you going to do that?
Well, we're gonna come back.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I thought you meant on the what first go.
And my instinct. I think I'm gonna keep my instinct the same. Always search for water. I think it served me well.
Okay.
And I think I want to grind up survivalist a bit more. So.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
leave
guess
my
I
dog.
can go next.
So, refer to any
Oh, okay.
questions about this to, I guess, Alfwin.
Yeah, it's all good.
But I'm just going. You can continue reading it out. I have it open on the.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay. Are we gonna wait for Sean or should I?
No, he said go ahead. It's fine.
All right. My belief is still I will never trust an elf. My goal, I still haven't found and killed Claflin Eldmangrad, so I can't really change it yet. And my instinct, I think I'm gonna keep my old one. I think it also served me well. When in a cave, always search every nook and cranny for treasure.
Yep, sounds good.
I'll go next. Belief, everyone deserves help. Creed, the rich and powerful deserve nothing from me. Goal, I'm gonna just say, explore the whole.
Wait, what were those? I didn't even really hear those.
It went really fast. Belief, everyone deserves help. Creed, the rich and powerful deserve nothing from me. Goal, explore the whole.
Aren't those kind of at odds?
Of course. Instinct, always search for secrets.
Nice.
So what's
Always
your,
what?
What is your goal? Explore the whole.
Explore the whole hideout, or
Okay.
done.
Yeah. Fine.
Oh, right.
Don't forget to write that in.
What was the instinct?
Always search for secrets.
Ah.
What was your instinct, Ardor?
Oh, I kept my old one. When in a cave, always search every nook and cranny for treasure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it. Who did everyone else do theirs?
I will do
Nope.
mine. My belief is anything worth doing is worth doing in style. My creed is charity is always in style. Instinct, when in camp, practice alchemy. And my goal for this session will be to successfully map the caves.
Okay.
It is entirely possible the map will catch fire as I'm writing on it, so I'm hoping that does not happen.
Okay. Yep. I think that's fine.
I'll need all of your guys' help.
And Talia, did you go?
I did not. So my belief, as always, is it is better to act than to hesitate. I have not yet earned a creed. My instinct is now going to be when we make camp cook, just because I feel like warming up my cook a bit. And then for goal, it's currently help Elfwin retake the forest for the elves, but I'm realizing that might have been. It's not a bad goal, but it's a very huge goal.
Yeah, they're pivoting to like, let's buy a bunch of stuff so we can do a bunch of town stuff and maybe ask where the problems the elves want or something to do.
Yeah, so
don't know.
I think I'm gonna, if it's cool with you, I'll break it into a sub goal. So still within that same arc, but the goal for now is basically going to be attaining enough money, because we needed money to go in, like, essentially go to the Alfheim, right? Like that was the issue.
Yeah, that was one of the issue that you saw. Is they could kill.
Okay. So I'm gonna change it to essentially obtain enough money to gain entrance to Elfheim. Because that's really what I or I guess we are trying to do. At least I'm assuming.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, you think you have enough money, so
At this point, yeah, we might have enough money to
but
go.
What is
back.
why do you want the money? And then we'll just be like, just to gain entrance. I think you have enough money.
Oh, we have enough money?
Yeah, we definitely do at this point.
But
The reason,
Like,
we've
is
had
that
enough
including
for like
selling
the
the
last two
statues?
sessions, but because of who was here and who wasn't, like we didn't really. So it's kind of like
Oh, okay.
we were kind of like treading water, waiting.
So wait a minute. Do we have the money in liquid form, or does it still need to be sold?
well, it's just so
Well, there's no fundamental difference in this game.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like my goal would be to get all the statues back, sell them, and then we'd have the money, and that would be like, hey, I did my.
Well, yeah,
goal.
but you have to. Well, that's the thing, though, right? You do that by bringing them to town, right?
yeah.
And they just get auto sold. There's no like process.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a Haggler test if you.
There is a
wanted to
process, but you
Haggler,
have to
but-
do it in town, right? So if you're going to town anyway, you better make sure you have enough so that while you're there, you can afford to stay there and do what you're doing while you're in town.
Okay. I mean, that was kind of what I was thinking. That would be like my goal is to
Yeah,
go.
well,
to
we
town,
definitely
sell
have enough
everything.
already, so that's kind of a mission accomplished. Like we have enough
Hmm.
to go back to town already.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I thought maybe there'd be like some challenge and actually trying to get the money when we got there, but. Okay, well then it's going to be to just like to get to Elfheim. Does that make sense? Like to just actually get there?
Just a sec. I was gonna go talk to Sasha. She just got home. But yeah. But like, I think everyone wants to strip the cave. So.
Yeah, but I feel like it's too easy of a goal to do alongside everybody.
I mean, we
I
do
mean, I
want to
don't know,
strip the
maybe-
cave and
maybe
then
it's
bring
fine.
all of that stuff to Elfheim. So there's
Yeah.
that.
Well,
What's
if,
that?
If you want to get persona or fate, you have to decide which like
Yeah.
a long goal or a short goal. If you want
Yeah.
to complete a goal, to get persona. That's
Well,
why.
I'm mostly thinking of it just from like what my actual goal is, which is like,
Don't think it like that. You have to game the system.
I guess so.
You have to min-max your character.
Exactly. It depends on
Are
what
we-
you want, more fate or more persona.
Are we just min-maxing now?
It's always been that way.
I mean, sure. If that's the case, then I will strip the cave alongside.
Like what your party wants at the time, because you
Who's his
I-
face?
feel like we're not going
Elfwin.
to.
I'm pretty much just like Elfwin's sidekick.
Okay.
So what Elfwin wants to do, I want to do. So if he wants to strip the cave, I'm stripping the cave with him.
All right.
That'll be my goal.
Just wait until my goal becomes liberate myself of this tiresome hanger on.
You'll never get rid of me. My goal will be to convince Elfwin not to liberate himself. From me.
Use a
I
trading.
mean, I do believe that humans fundamentally are untrustworthy, so that'll eventually be a conflict brewing.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't you need your creed to be tested to get some points or something?
Yeah,
That can
that's
be
true.
your catalyst for that.
You failed this conflict, Elfwin. The compromise is you were both married.
Damn it. Well, you know what they say: keep your friends close.
Exactly.
And make sure to remember your Valentine's birthday.
That's funny. Okay, I'll be right back. Just gonna go get a snack bar.
It's not a bad idea. I'm gonna grab a cookie while he does that then.
I just realized I haven't actually eaten today. All I've had was coffee with hemp milk, which was disgusting.
All right, I'm back. What did you attain enough money to gain? Or wait, what was your goal, Talia? Did it change?
She's gonna keep it kind of in line with mine.
Okay.
She's like, I also want to strip this place.
Never turned.
Okay.
And yeah,
All right. I guess we can begin. Yeah, everyone's here in the bowels of the I guess it's in this weird throne room that was like lower than the rest and probably very damp. The goods lay at your feet / in your arms. What are you doing?
I'm afraid and angry. Let's get the hell out of here.
yeah. I mean, I think maybe step one will be getting the goods we have to the horses,
Mhm.
and then going from there.
Okay. Are you taking the fourth statue then, or are you just leaving it and then coming back later?
I think we should leave it. What do you think? What do you guys think? Because it'll be easier for us to do. 'Cause if we're going to be coming back anyway, we may as well leave it.
Mhm.
We could get.
If we weren't planning on coming back, I'd say it'd be worth it to take it now. But since we are planning on coming back, let's leave it.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Like,
so
maybe-
we'll do what we said before, and Courvoisier can pass off his lantern, and me and him can carry the third statue in our hands collectively,
Hell yeah.
and we'll try and go back to the to our camp at the bottom of that well in order to get back on map.
Okay. As you like make your way down to the well, hear like footsteps, kind of in the darkness around you, kind of this way. It's kind of echoing off the walls a bit. I guess I
do we-
describe up here to Talia. It's like uneven flagstone floor. It's worked stone walls. Some of it's bricked. Some of it's just chiseled smooth. The ceiling is mostly domed, unless it's in a very large room like this room, in which case it actually has some columns. But mostly it's just arches to support the ceiling. Kind of carved out. Yeah. All mostly stone. The stairs were wood. Yeah, okay.
And we don't see anything, like in the lamplight.
You don't see anything. Do you go forward and search, or do you leave it?
I mean, if we go chasing after every creepy crawly in the underground cave, we'll never leave. So let's stay on target and get these things out of here.
Fair enough.
Okay. How do you descend this with all your stuff? I guess there's like a makeshift.
I was gonna say we made like a makeshift kind of way up and down out of like rags and stuff.
Yeah. Are you?
Well,
Should we try? I guess we can just try and use that lower. Like we used it to get up, so it can carry our weight at least. So as long as we can, and it's not like super far down. Like if we had to like jump down, we'd probably be okay.
We could drop the stuff.
Well, yeah, let's get down all of our bags and packs and everything that's less heavy than us, and then everyone except for maybe one of us goes down, and then we'll slowly try to lower the statues one by one, so that if like this thing breaks when we're lowering the statues down, only one of us will have to jump down, rather than all of us. You know what I mean?
That does sound good.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's a good idea, and I'm gonna let the kind of climb up roll ride a little bit, just because you made like a makeshift structure. I think that's fine. I think you can do that one at a time. It probably creaks once like the first statue like is being lowered down, and someone's like probably like leaning on it on the bottom, like stepping on some sort of like tied up and whatever and thing. But it like creaks once you load the weight with the statue, but it manages to hold. Or now have your stuff at the bottom. I'm gonna say the saltwater tide has come in.
Rat.
And so it's still not like super deep. Say chest height. The dwarf would still have to probably swim or be pulled along.
Well, I mean,
you're at your camp though. I guess you don't need. You're on map 2, so there's that.
yeah. Well, let's get out of here. You know, I was gonna say we spent all that effort like picking out the high spots on the way in. So when the water was higher, so we should be able to get back out.
Mm.
So yeah, let's get this stuff back up to the horses.
I guess the hike up is made trivial with the rope.
Oh wait, hold on. I left my sack down on the beach. Maybe I should go pick that up as well. So I'm gonna make a quick jaunt down there and lug that back up now that as well.
Okay.
Like we'll drop things off and then I'll go back down myself, grab it, and lug it back up.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fine. The jaunt up is I guess made trivial with the rope. You guys could just leave. I guess do something similar with hauling stuff up with the rope.
Okay. Well, that's the other thing I was thinking. Our and they have saddlebags.
Your horses, take a moment to rein in because this is like a big open field. But
and I think the saddlebags are packed.
They're packed.
What? Pack 4.
They're packed.
Pack 4, but they're split into 2 groups of 2.
Yeah.
Right. So.
They can't hold shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can probably make labor tests, right? That's the kind of thing they could do in theory.
Yeah. I think you would. I don't know if you'd make it on their behalf. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but yeah.
Point is, we can we'll unload all of the statues here for now, and then I'll take back my stuff from you, Roman, that you were carrying for me, and I'm going to stash away my Book of Myths and the worthless coins in the saddlebags of my horse.
Yeah, I think I have a flask of oil from you too.
Those worthless coins are worthless.
You have the oil, right? Okay, that you have the oil. Okay, so yeah, I will. I'll stash the extra lamp oil in my horse's saddlebags as well.
Coins and flasks then.
You had coins in a flask of oil
from you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So I will stash those in my saddlebag.
Great. Delete those.
Okay. I guess you have many options. You could head to a more secure camp. You could camp here. You could make a test to get to Alfheim. You could, I guess, go back down, but your choice, I guess.
Well, where do we want to sell all this stuff?
Probably Clifton. It's the closest town.
Well, if we make camp someplace, what we can do is actually, there's no reason. Yeah, if we make camp someplace, what we can do is leave the stuff there, Actually, how about we go back to our like mediumly secure camp in Crowthorn and stow the stuff there, and then go back into the dungeon
Oh.
and strip it for whatever's left, and then bring that back all to Crowthorn, and then we'll make one big test to get it all to Elfheim.
I do like that idea.
Where's
Yeah.
Growthorn?
This is like ruined in the middle.
Is there a Black Diamond Guild?
No, it's a ruin.
Up there.
It's a ruin.
It's a
We used it
ruined.
to-
It's basically
there
it
we
used to be a town.
Okay. Where's the nearest Black Diamond Guild place?
I mean, probably there might have members in Clifton.
Yeah.
You haven't been there really, like in the town of Clifton.
Okay.
I'd say probably there.
I might get some bonuses trying to sell stuff if they're around.
I don't know if selling their own like stolen goods back to them would necessarily be a bonus.
I think it'd be a power.
If anything, that would be like the exact opposite.
This wasn't one of theirs.
Oh, well, what was that statue of the dwarf then?
I don't know. Was it one of the Black Diamond Guild's smuggling then?
It's hard to say, but it could be.
Hmm.
Definitely hasn't seen use though. In some time.
This is before them going in.
The Black Diamond Guild, I guess, has a Dwarven like I guess, under guild or something. Like it's not like common knowledge. It also isn't new. It's probably been around for like hundreds of years. Because of the nature of the dwarves' like life cycle. And I guess Steed, since you were working as a thief in Crossroads, you may have sold stuff to them at one point or another.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Nevertheless, I think it's probably the best move to reuse that camp because we know Crowthorn's abandoned. Nobody really goes through there these days.
Do you set out to Crowthorn on map?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we do. Let's get this stuff to Crowthorn.
Okay.
Crowthorn is changed a bit since it was plundered by the I guess Corbusier's ex-lover / rival adventurer. The stuff you've left hidden beneath the floorboards are no longer there, and many of the floor of that, like the guild hall that you have, has been ripped up, and this place is a lot more shoddy than you remembered. I think.
Yeah, this is not the worst breakup I've ever had, guys.
So there's a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah.
No longer
Read
here.
all of it.
Most
Damn, it's all gone.
Probably not all of it. Let me see. Edit. Let's get rid of the desk for sure.
Not
Let's
the
get
desk.
rid of maybe the grappling hook too. Why not? Peaceful. There's a shield with red.
Glad I kept the deed with me.
Sure,
So wait, our camp has been plundered?
Oh, definitely the carpet. That's worth money. You guys left that there. Notebook, no. Cloak. No. Definitely the ale has been drank. Ruined helmet, no. Letter detailing, no. Scroll of thread friendship, yeah, that's definitely gone.
You have an ornately carved desk.
Huh?
Ornately carved desk.
It was
That was
bigger
a
than the
resol-
door, so we couldn't figure out how to get it
Yeah,
out.
definitely the alarm has been
Uh,
set off and possibly
Uh,
ripped down.
That was our resolute desk. I need that back.
The rain catcher has been ruined.
Oh, they ruined the rain catcher. Why'd they do
So-
that?
Where is this?
How are we supposed to catch
Crowthorn.
rain in this
This is
economy?
at Crowthorn. Okay.
Yeah, so the place, it says Old Market Square in the center. It's not actually labeled on the map
Yeah, so
explicitly, but it's where the unicorn head is now.
guild hall. It's the guild hall there.
The former guild hall, yeah.
Yeah, former guild hall.
Mhm.
So basically, this town used to be kind of like a town, like a small town, but it had two kind of guilds, like halls that were kind of separated between like.
Is the cabinet still in the basement? Or did they steal that too?
The cabinet? The cabinet, I think, wasn't nice. I think it was just like a crappy
Oh,
cabinet.
it was just a normal cabinet. Right.
I
Got it.
believe there was also like a.
So you cross these out. Can we like delete them so that it's easier for me to? Do you mind if I go in here and just delete them, or do you want them just to be crossed out? For a reason?
I wanted to keep them because it's just easier if I wanted to like
Okay.
write them down. But I
Fair enough. Do you mind if I just reorganize them then, and just so that everything's together?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll
you-
do that
you
really
could
quick.
do that.
Like, don't worry.
I can copy and put it into the GM section also. I think that's easier.
So
Yeah,
really-
can you yeah, like it would be easier if you put that in the GM section and then just leave like what's actually there for us.
Okay.
So that we know what's there and I don't have to sort through like I understand that you might want it for some reason, but
So we're gonna drop all our stuff, go back in, come back with more treasure.
Yeah.
And then how
So
we gonna
wait.
haul everything?
I was saying we should maybe like make camp here now because we have 3 checks you said, right?
We have 4 checks in total.
Yeah, so maybe we should try and, start building this place back up to what it was.
Wait,
No?
wait, wait.
Any resolute
What?
death.
If we just build it up, isn't it just gonna get turned down again?
I feel like people are gonna just walk in and
Why? They've already been here and torn through it. They're not going to do it again.
Why not?
They've already been here.
What if
Yeah,
somebody
but
gets
what if
spell
it's
that we've been
different
here?
people? People just come through randomly to like plunder.
Sounds like you need guards.
Who has a cousin we can use as a guard?
You need to like.
I mean, I could like stay here and stand watch while you guys go and get at the stuff.
That's no, it's ridiculous.
How's that ridiculous? I don't want to lug all the stuff here and then have it get stolen.
Why don't we just go?
How
sell
like
it then?
is a random band of thieves really just gonna just happen to walk into this particular abandoned building?
I mean, they did it last time, didn't they?
Yeah, but we knew they were there. Like we were around, and there was like a rumor going around that Crowthorne had a bunch of treasure in it.
Corbusier.
So they really were dedicated on tearing the place up.
Corbusier.
Some random band of bandits isn't gonna just like tear the place apart looking for treasure. They know like it's been abandoned for like decades now.
What was our plan once we had all of the treasure here? Because we can't
sell
carry
it.
it all at once.
yeah, we can't keep it once.
Yeah,
So
you
where
could.
were we gonna sell it?
Well, let us enter the camp phase, and we'll figure out what you guys want to do after camp phase.
Yeah, the point is that if we have a settled camp here, we can keep stuff here temporarily and focus on like carrying all of the stuff at once, right?
Right, but I mean, we
Fair.
could have done that at the other place. We could have just left it all, at the bottom of the well.
Yeah, but I think he wants a base camp with the capital
Yes.
B.
You remember how Sean at the beginning of session spent like
Right.
5 to 10 minutes talking about how cool it would be if we had a base camp, and I was like, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Maybe we should make one right here where we had one before.
Right.
And it's like the ruins of a city is a great place for one because like there's so much stuff around that we can use, like there's already a building like mostly set up that we can use. Nobody else is going to be here. Plus we have the legal right to it. I tap like my breast and be like, it's legally speaking, it's ours.
I just admire the infrastructure.
Okay. Let's
We
talk
definitely make a base camp.
about
We
camp.
need guards.
One step at a time.
You'd have to
We
go
can't
back to town.
we
and
can't
hire
run before we walk. We have to establish the thing first before we can hire someone to defend it.
All right.
Don't steal treasure before you can walk.
Dungeoneer's Guide. Let's do this. Or that's not the Scholar's Guide. Has the camp stuff. There we go. Scholar's Guide. Camp 90. Perfect. I guess you've done all the work to make a base camp. It has shelter. I'm gonna say because all the windows are smashed, the doors are all kicked in. It's because of the nature of like this is the structure of this building is mostly good. It just needs like minor repairs. There's a stream nearby. There's a well, but it's like ruined. You'd have to figure out what's wrong with it. So it has some water and it has some shelter from the elements, which is good. I think it's typical. Danger. You have done the survey, but don't need to. Setting watch. Are you guys setting watch? Setting watch grants +1 to the camp rolls, but they may not make recovery tests, memorize spells.
I think as a warrior, when I have no conditions, which I don't, I can watch and prevent disaster for free.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
If one or more characters on watch, they may help to avert the disaster. Characters may not
Why?
help. Characters not on watch may not help the disaster roll. Okay.
I can help.
Oh man, I was gonna help him by snoring really loudly. It'll help keep him awake.
You could do instincts, right? Even if you do help with watch.
Depends. I think some things you can't do while on watch.
Is it normally a check to set up watch?
I think. Let me look. Roll camp event. Where does it say the watch? Oh, I think it just says. Yeah, it just says you can't. Characters on watch may not make recovery tests, but you can do other things. Memorize spells or spend checks and make other tests in camp, like repairing armor or foraging for food. So
Instincts are allowed.
I guess instincts might be allowed because they're not spending other checks.
Okay.
Oh, but it says make other tests in camp. So, oh wait, no, to spend checks to make other tests in camp. I guess instincts might be allowed. Yeah, okay. I'm ruling that they are because it specifically says they may spend checks to make other. Okay, yeah. No, I was confusing myself by not reading in the whole sentence. Okay. They can, and you can spend checks still. That's the ruling.
Okay.
So you're on watch. Is anyone else going on watch, or are you trying to recover? I guess is the recovery table in the
I'll
top?
go on
correct?
watch. I don't have anything to recover.
Is the I guess someone.
It is not correct.
It's correct in my case.
I'm afraid.
or
Angry.
afraid?
Of what?
And how many? Who has checks? And
dark.
where are they?
Scary
Steve has
undead.
2.
People.
I think Steve has 3. Right,
He
Steve?
has 3. Who else has 1?
That's what?
Art-
Who has a check?
Oh, I have a check.
Okay,
Just
there
one.
you go. Right. Well then, put on some camp tunes.
Camp tunes?
There, that's better. Nice, relaxing camp. So who's on deck for watch? Andrews is. Tyler says he might be.
I will.
I-
As long as I can trigger my instinct.
Yep. Perfect.
I
But
don't
you
have
can't
anything to-
memorize spells if you want to. If you
I don't have a check to memorize spells.
Okay.
You could get a
you
check from someone else.
Want to check?
I mean, it's fine.
They're useful.
Sorry?
Unless we're using all the checks for camp building.
Maybe.
I mean, it might just be recovery stuff, mostly. But other than that, like those are stuff that people want to do in camp in specific.
So I think the roll to camp. Oops, happen.
Like I'd be down to like try and map the place.
Oh yeah, we
Where
should definitely do that.
Yeah.
That's one.
Okay. Then in which case I will forego night watch.
I don't think you get additional players. I don't think you get the stacked +1. I think you just get a +1, and then they can help on a disaster roll if there is even a disaster. This is not a wilderness, so I don't think. Campgrounds. Using a shelter is to make shelter for an outdoor camp gives +1. Concealment gives +1. Having a ranger in the party in the wilderness. I mean, this camp has concealment. Setting watch adds 1. Okay. I'm just gonna give you a +2. Is that fine? Because
Yeah, sure.
it's not.
Concealment plus setting a watch.
Yeah, it's not like you do have shelter, but it's not like in an outdoor setting. It's more like in the ruins, which the different I think table. 12. I think that's probably fine if I recall. But bottom.
We have 12,000 monies.
Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, you get $12,000.
Outside or near.
Sick.
Natural cavern. Dungeon. Ancient ruins. I guess I'm gonna see what the ancient ruins say. The safe
It probably
camp?
is. It probably works most of the time, and then anything that wouldn't work would probably work with like a wilderness one. You know.
Yeah, I probably would do that. I think I'll do ancient ruins unless it doesn't work, and then I might do either dungeon, wilderness, or squatting near town. Because this is an ancient.
Oh yeah,
this is
near
like
town also makes sense.
10. This is like 10 years old, so whatever. But like, there's no one coming. This is a safe camp, so you could do camp stuff as normal. So,
Excellent.
that being said, you're talking all this talk about setting base camp 160. I think having the structure here and transforming the structure, you would need a couple of checks to do that. But for housing for anyone else to make it safe, the floors are all torn up because you've hid stuff in the floors, and then they found it and they thought, well, let's just tore them all up because there could be more stuff, and so that's what they did.
Excellent.
And they
I
only
mean, I
found.
guess, you know, we can't complain. It's literally what we're doing in the other cave.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, we can't
so-
complain because this was
I'm really
our
complaining.
stuff.
It's annoying.
So there's shelters and
I'm
housing.
complaining loudly.
You don't really need this, I guess. I guess that's what makes this a base camp. But you can construct a shelter. I don't even know what I think mostly it's for personnel. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you don't have enough shelters for your personnel here, they'll earn a condition every time you camp there.
Oh, okay.
And then I think you can upgrade, and then they can start like becoming better. So once adventurers construct a home, you need to also construct an additional thing called the sick house, which you can recover, because if you don't construct an inn, you won't be able to recover from sickness. So there's like another thing you can do. You can make an alchemist shop, blah blah blah. It costs 3 checks. Everything's kind of expensive. But if you want to say have guards here, you need to clear a space for them in the future, or build like a little. I don't know. Repair the thing for a couple of checks, I guess. So, your choice. For example, if you just wanted like a guard to come and live here, you could just clear a spot for the cost of a single check for them to camp in, probably in the courtyard where the pigmen were camping before.
So what are we?
So camp phase at base.
We're using 1 for map, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. We want a map.
We'll just take 1 away already.
I'll put it here. We'll lend it to Tyler. See if he a map. Do I need to do anything else? You can't do your instinct and do the thing. So who has camp instincts?
I have a camp
do.
instinct.
I just did search for water,
Okay. This has water.
but this has water, so that's not really relevant.
I
Or it has
need
water
to-
nearby, anyway.
Well, if we find water, I can like purify it.
It's just a
We
stream.
need to get a rain. We need to get this rain catcher fixed. Although this camp has fresh water nearby, so it's not a big deal. But
Definitely my water skin.
okay, so no instincts.
Yeah,
we
no,
have,
mine is just searching in the cave.
Same.
So Talia, you said you might have an instinct,
Yep, I have when we make camp cook.
and Tyler has an instinct.
Yeah.
So
So Sean, what were the rules on whey bread again? If you cook with it, what does it turn into?
cooking with whey bread, I think, counts as fresh rations. Yes, and it doesn't spoil, and I think it packs as preserved rations. It's easier to cook with, but no one's. I don't think anyone's hungry and thirsty, and I think Talia needs both a pass and a fail. So.
I'm just saying, like, if we have an extra check, we could do it because then.
Well, I have.
Instinct.
Oh, you're thinking to have me cook twice?
No, but you may as well trigger your instinct because, like cooking the whey bread, like it'll just turn it into preserved rations, which is also fine.
Yeah, well, I have one out of 3 preserved rations in my pack as well. So
Like one thing of preserved rations is actually what? How many food is that, Sean?
One use is 1 day food. Good cure. So he has 1 out of 3. He's eaten it twice already.
Right. But if you like, if you use 1 measure of whey bread, that becomes a preserved ration, basically, which is 3.
Don't think so, but let me look. Find a so whey bread acts as preserved ration, so it packs into 3. But it'll pack 1 for 6 portions. So there's 6 portions of whey bread.
Yeah, and those are what preserved ration.
And each piece. So wait, what? Acts as a fresh ration. So it acts like preserved rations in the sense that it won't spoil if you go to town. It's pack 6, so 6 portions. And
yeah, I know.
For the purposes of cooking with it, it acts as a fresh ration.
Okay, so I could take 1 and turn it into preserved rations if we
No.
want. No?
Yeah.
It already is like preserved rations. But fresh rations is basically if you cook with it, you can make enough food for everyone with just 1 thing of fresh rations.
You can do the same thing with preserved rations, it's just harder.
I was to turn it into a meal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So given that no one's hungry or thirsty, it's not really worth it. Because,
Yeah. I think I'll just practice my cooking on my preserved ration. Experiment with some new recipes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Add a little sauce.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll just cook it for myself, I guess.
Okay. Cook. Or 1. Preserved food. Ob 2.
Okay, where's my... Here we go. And you can't use like traits for against yourself.
You can't use it against yourself, no. You could use it for yourself if you wanted to, if you had a trait that was relevant.
And that's specifically because it's an instinct?
No.
Yeah, you can't use traits against yourself when you're doing
camp. It's camp.
Oh, okay.
You can't use.
It's because it's camp.
You can't use it against yourself to gain checks during camp.
Okay. Other than stretching, I don't see any reasonable way I can use my traits or my wises. Unless I like use my sword to like as a knife, but I think that's probably not very reasonable.
Human?
Yeah, I'm human. Wait, what does that have to do with it? What are you saying?
Use your nature descriptors somehow.
I don't think
Oh,
running.
boasting, demanding, and running. I could run around with my rations, but
I don't think that's gonna help you cook.
that
Boast how good you're cooking.
But you
Hey,
succeeded. Now you need to fail, I guess.
Yep. Now I just need to try and make food for everybody.
I'm,
We
a-
are all hungry.
I'm the best chef. Here's all of the food.
Boasting, you're
I
boasting.
mean, we very well could camp again later this session and be
Yeah.
hungry and thirsty. So.
I want
Except
Mastercraft
then you'll want me
dinner,
to succeed,
please.
and I'll be actively trying to
Oh yeah,
fail.
good point. Well, yeah, but we still might succeed just with drawbacks. You never know.
I mean, true. That's true, actually. I'll just become sick.
I mean, we do have water, so
All right. Do you want to do the map next, or do you want to try to do your practicing your alchemy?
Map.
I'd rather
let's
the
do map
It's
first
like-
because that's the most important thing, and we'll be able to see what we want to do from there.
Also, I feel like if I were to do my instinct first and I fail the cartography, I feel like it would thematically occur if it's like, oh, the water you just purified is now, it's all over the map.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd rather not do that. So let's do a.
You don't want to
do
make
map.
water in order for me to have it and then screw you over. Okay.
This is
great.
the worst kind of. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid like a really bad Chekhov's gun.
Okay. What do you want to map? What do you want to map? You want to map everything? Do you want to map just the adventure? Do you want to map the elf and the forest
I
that
feel-
you've explored and the adventure in the dungeon?
I feel like we should map the dungeon because this is a stressful
What's your-
place.
What's your
Sorry?
cartographer?
My cartographer is. It is 3. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably try and do both, like to Elfheim and the dungeon.
I would need your guys' help though.
Can't get help.
Ah!
Oh wait, I guess no wait. You can get help. Sorry, I thought this was an instinct, but it isn't. So you could get help from Scholar and Pathfinders.
Yep. I'd be happy to help.
Please help.
Okay, and
It would
it's gonna
behoove all
say
of us.
it is obstacle 4. A large area of the countryside, which I'm just gonna assume is the forest, plus some basically plus half a dungeon. But I'm just gonna keep it at all 4.
And if someone's already helping with Pathfinder, I probably couldn't help with the Pathfinder as well, right?
Yeah,
No, you
could.
can. I'm gonna point out a lot of the natural features that I remember better than you on the way to Elfheim, since it was much more normal of a situation for me than for you.
Oh, you mean through the
Through the
Natural
like,
forest.
astral plane, basically.
yeah.
To me, it was basically just like walking through the woods, but for you guys, it was a little more psychedelic.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. I did enjoy that.
I'm afraid, but I could aid, right?
Yeah. Do you have a relevant wise?
Of course. The most relevant wise ever. Crossroads keep wise. So
Ooh,
I'm not gonna help him with the mapping of Elfheim. I'm gonna help him mapping the keep and all its little secret
That's not the keep
paths.
though.
Oh, it's not?
The keep is to the north of Crowthorne. You haven't been there in like a
I
while.
thought
That's the
Crossroads
first.
Keep was like the in between.
No, that was the.
Because I remember using it for like just pathing.
Yeah, I think you changed it to Plague Wise or Crossroads Keep Wise.
No, I have both.
No. You had you had like the southern hinterlands or something for a while.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And then you because once you get a pass, fail, fate, and persona, you can change it to a new one, or gain like a advancement, pass or fail on one of the checks. And I think you changed it to plague wise because you thought that was gonna be more useful. But then you didn't, something like that along those lines. And then you didn't like go back and deal with the plague cult.
But it literally says road from Crossroads Keep.
Yeah, there's a road and it's a town. You can break.
Isn't this the map?
The
where we are
mapping
right
would
now?
be here.
Oh,
It's
that's
a whole other
Okay.
town. It's in the
Oh yeah,
middle.
yeah. Never mind. I can't help it.
You spent a single session there, but it has cool things like the Thieves Guild and stuff.
I was going to say though, Arter could probably help with his wise.
Yeah.
I was like,
Aid
okay,
rather than his wise because he has black, like the dwarven group. I can't remember their name. He has that wise, so he could probably help with that.
Yep.
Because are we mapping all the blue stuff right now?
You're mapping
Not all of it.
Elfheim, and I'm just gonna assume the rest of the forest. Because
Mhm.
why not?
If it doesn't change the ob, then yeah, why not?
And then also the other map of the Smugglers Den here. All the blue here.
What we've explored so far in the Smugglers Den, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
And
So
Talia, how are you helping?
So
Well, yeah, I'm trying to think. Like the only other way I could think to help is maybe if Elfwin is explaining in his like Elven perspective how it looked, and I'm going to try and translate it so that it's like a clear explanation to people who don't have it, because everyone else is not an elf, and we don't have like your ability to understand whatever the hell you're saying about magical forests. So I'm going to try and help you design a map that's like understandable to the average non-elf.
Wait,
So-
you're using Pathfinder?
Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
And what do you
And Roman-
say, Ardor, about the dungeon? I guess Smugglers thing. Matthias?
What?
What do you say? You said you're helping, but how do you help?
Oh,
Or how do you aid? I guess what knowledge of the the Black Diamond Guild gives
Oh.
aid to Corbusier in this situation?
to map the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell him what their most common, strategies for making their like covert routes are. How they stick between, certain mountains to symbolize, their paths, and how we could use the same paths to travel easier, so that we can.
Ooh. Like you're helping me draw like the here be dragons on the map.
That's right.
Nice.
Okay.
And Roman, how are you helping again?
I can't. I'm afraid.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm gonna allow it just because you more have specific knowledge about like You've been in a smuggler's den before. I'm gonna say, but I think I also like that just flavor of description, so I'm gonna allow that. It's a little bit of a stretch, but still good.
Okay.
So Corbusier.
Nice. So that is Ob 4,
I'm
right?
spending a fate
To learn.
to learn.
Oh yeah, remember for everyone who helped and not aided, you could spend fate to learn.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that as well.
Yeah, why not?
Spend your fates.
You aided with wise, so you can't do that.
Oh,
But you'll mark the pass or
You'll
fail.
get- yeah, I was
on
gonna say
wise.
because the reason you can't do it is because you're already marking advancement on a wise.
Yeah,
so-
so the wise you'll mark the pass or fail. Oh, you has both the pass and fail though. So
Whatever, it's still worthwhile to do.
yeah.
It's
Usually.
very good.
It also
It is-
If you want to succeed, then we do.
also insulates you from failure if I just
It's
decide
true. Yeah,
to
it
like
insulates you from the conditions.
you're all exhausted or something. Because it took all night to do this or something like that. But that might be a little too much. I probably would just make you hungry. So you can roll now?
I'm rolling, so that is 3 help against Ob 4.
Oh, just a sec before you roll.
Ah,
Never mind.
No!
Okay. Still fine.
Well, I'm gonna explode a fate.
Wait,
to,
do you have a
uh,
wise or something?
I'm gonna explode a fate to do that, but I also have. Maybe I can use conspiracy wise to be like, you're fucking lying to me. I'm gonna draw how I remember it. I don't know.
It's not a conspiracy.
I know, but it feels conspiratorial. But I can pop a fate for this 1/6 that's here.
50.
Come on. Yes!
Hey,
Perfect.
Ah, there we go.
Hey.
4 to 4.
All right. Well, all you guys are talking about what you guys do next. I'm just going to transform this stuff into. Change the color.
Ardor, your description
Oh,
of the
no.
map's pretty cool. I like this.
Thank you.
This new cool blemish. This design feature. This iconography. It's very cool. Thank you.
What else do we spend our checks on?
Well, I'd like to recover if we can, but if there's other things people want to do more,
Use the map I just made as a blanket to sleep it off.
like I'm considering not trying to recover any of my stuff, and like
why is
spend
that?
some of that money to like go to an inn when we go to town.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, because if you're an inn, you get 2 free checks, but you spend like 2 gold or something, or 2D. But I can't really help too much in the dungeon, but if it's not too big, it won't be too much of a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. It depends on what else we would want to do in. We could try and improve the camp, do some base camp stuff.
I was gonna say. I mean, the other thing is to try and set up like capacity for a guard system.
We should put some
sure.
insulate the walls a little bit. Get rid of some of the mold.
What? So we just
Put some-
set up a little house or fix
Yeah.
up a building?
Well, I
can
can't
make,
remember
like, some
exactly what
fake
the thing
houses
was that
to-
Sean
If
was
we get a
saying.
base camp, we
Find a
can
real
have a
house.
cat who lives here also and keeps it free of vermin. So I'm a big fan of that.
Oh, like I thought you were kidding, but
No, it's a
Name the
literal
cat-
game mechanic.
Yeah.
okay.
I like
And the cat Davis.
I like the mechanic where you take the cat into the dungeon. Did you read that part?
No, I knew it had something to do with base camps. I was looking up base camps, but I haven't really looked at the cat specifically.
Okay. The cat's hilarious, by the way.
We gotta get a cat.
Don't take
We
it into
gotta.
the dungeon.
No. All right.
Let's set up a guard post.
Okay. So you want to set up a guard post.
Is that the first step?
No, it's basically making a place to stay for people, though. I think is maybe the first step. Oh, or like there's like base procedure, so.
So
I'm just reading. Sorry. So to know that it's base camp, basically everyone would need both food and water. All occupants require both a portion of food and drink at each camp and town phase.
Hmm?
Wait, at each town phase as well. Ooh. Oh, so that means if you're using it as a town phase, if you upgrade it to a town, everyone who lives there needs food and water.
Oh, I see. When we've graduated camp.
Each combination of one trapper and cook provides 3 meals, so you can hire cooks and stuff. Cooks will work with bulk food stuff, will produce 3 meals at the cost of 1 unit of bulk goods. If there's not enough meals, they can eat the food stores of rations to make up the difference. If there's not enough meals or stores, the basic occupants, some of them will go hungry. And then if there's not enough water or wine to go around for one phase, they'll leave. Otherwise, it rolls on sometimes, see if they gain conditions and stuff. Structures, tests, housing, workshops, sick house, base caches. You want to make a cache, maybe? That because like it's all your start. I think based on your descriptions of what you want to do, you can make a cache of to hide your goods.
That would
Oh
be
yeah,
ideal.
yeah. That looks good. Yeah,
You
let's
can
do
make
that.
you make it defensible.
I choose that one.
Make it defensible. It helps set and watch, and the rest is like going to the town and getting stuff. Cool. Okay. So what kind of thing do you want? What kind of place do you going to put your goods?
what kind of cash?
Where do you put your goods?
One with fire and locks.
It seems like
Reasonable.
Well,
I mean, we have buildings, so maybe let's try and I mean, I know that
Are you
like
saying where in Crowthorne or sorry?
Your Crowthorne is your base camp, yes.
Yeah. But like, are you saying,
Specifically,
like,
the area around the guild hall, I think.
well, that's what I'm getting at. Is like, is it literally we're discussing where in the guild hall or where in like this whole place?
I mean, I think it's best if we kind of stick nearish to the guild hall for now, right? Because we don't want to.
Okay. No, that's
know.
fair. But like, is that what's on the menu?
Plus,
Like,
the
are
rest of
we-
the town is mostly just rubble anyway, so it won't be much use to.
Okay, that's fair.
But are we gonna be rolling for this?
Well, yeah, we're gonna establish a cache, but
Okay.
Okay.
No, I see what you're
We
saying.
I mean,
have that cabinet that we found treasure in before that was locked. Maybe we could just relock it.
I have a bunch of experience, going into smugglers' dens and places like that. So, I could draw on that experience to.
I mean that's what I'm making. Like we can make like a strong room, basically, just like out of stone or something. Like lug some stones around and then make like a like
wanna
a
hide
vault
stuff-
or
You want to hide stuff in plain sight, so people won't see it.
yeah. Let's just like build like a stone wall or something and just put our stuff in it.
Who's going to build it?
What do we need to build stuff?
Depends on what you build. I
Guessing it's
guess.
the laborer test. To
I could
build
see
it?
I could see peasant maybe as well, depending on what exactly it is.
Sapper?
If you're
No.
just building a hole,
I feel like
maybe.
Zapper is the opposite.
But who's doing it? Who's taking charge of building this thing and doing it?
I mean, I'll do it.
Really? I
Yeah.
kind of look at the dwarf and I'm like,
Well,
Isn't
he's
it
not
your thing?
volunteering, so
Yeah, I just don't have a skill that works for this. I mean, I'd love to do it.
fine, I'll do it.
Maybe I could train a skill. Yeah, why not? Let me try and do it and try and learn a skill while doing it.
Okay. If it's the kind of thing you want your character to do, that's fine. I'm just volunteering.
Yeah.
'cause
It is
just
the kind of thing.
just so that someone will do it. But if you
Yeah.
want your character to do it, then do it.
Yeah. Well, I'll
Okay.
do it.
Well, describe the kind of thing. What level of difficulty do you want? You made it. There is like that like wood cabinet that got busted open because you guys kicked the lock open. I believe as it were. There's probably like enough stone stuff around, debris to probably give you some bonus dice, at least one bonus dice. Build some sort of stone thing. You just dig a hole and hide your goods there.
If I use what? Sorry, I didn't quite catch your description there. If I use what?
There's probably like enough stone to like use it and gain dice
Oh, I see.
to build some sort of like house with that you could like hold the stuff in, or like pile the rubble in a way that it's how to get through. But
Well, there's ruins already, right?
yeah.
So I'm thinking like a hiding place that's behind a fireplace. So it's like a fake back wall. to a
Hey, fire.
fireplace,
Step one.
And
That's what I was thinking too. Like a fake wall.
and it'll like the stones will come out at behind the fireplace and acts as like a little hidden room behind it. Goes underneath and has all of our stash.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that is probably sounds like. I'm gonna give you the squatting in town factor, just because I've described this. It's not quite. It is ruins, but it's not quite like ancient ruins. So let's make this op 3. Probably stonemason.
Is stonemason a skill?
Stonemason is a skill.
Yep.
So here's
It's not on the default list, so you'll have to add it.
So here's the thing. But before you add that, here's the question you want. Do you want to learn stonemason, or do you just want to use your crafting nature to the roll? Make this roll. Because you can make it as a crafting nature.
oh, stonemason.
Yeah,
you have
let's learn
crafting.
stonemason.
So you're gonna learn stonemason?
Sure.
Okay. Can we help if he's
Uh,
using beginner's luck?
Yeah, you guys can help with.
So, do I add the skill yet, or first I have to see if I pass, or how does this work?
So you add it in, and it's the skill that's 0, and then let me tell you what stonemason is. So, stonemason. Stonemason is a health-related skill. So right now I think you have it set for a will. Needs to be health.
Right.
And yeah. And you have currently 0. Yeah, sorry. I'm doing something wrong. How does it? Why can't I? Oh, there we go. 0.
Okay.
Great. So you click it and learn it. People can help. It is your health rounded down, and help is rounded down too. So unless 2 people would need to help in order to gain a dice, essentially.
Okay. Can we help with like our own?
You could be
beginner
helping with
luck?
health. Yeah.
Can
Okay,
use
I
a
will do
trait?
that.
You can use a trait for yourself. Yeah.
Because I am born of earth and stone. And that seems like
I mean, yes, this is
the most.
seems very relevant.
I am using stones and earth to build a hiding spot behind.
So here's
Stones
another
and
thing. You could also spend persona to gain a bonus dice, but it's in your nature, so you could use your nature and get 5 bonus dice without risking your nature.
Oh, because it's in his nature. What's his nature again? What are your nature descriptors?
Crafting. Crafting is the relevant nature
well
descriptor.
then. All
my
right,
God, for this.
you're made for
I was
this.
born
I'm
for
also.
this. Okay,
What's
so
that?
so
Maybe
what
he
that?
was born this way.
So you can spend a persona point in order to tap your nature, and by tapping, that means you add the number of dice that you
Alright.
have. It's you tap. It's your current nature, right? Not your max.
Yeah, it's your current nature.
Right. So you'll add your whatever your current nature is to the roll, and because it's within your nature, you can always tap your nature for any roll. But because this is within your nature, even if you fail, you don't your nature doesn't get reduced. Whereas normally, if you tap your nature and you fail, it gets reduced.
Does it even get taxed? Does it still get taxed or no?
Why don't
No,
we,
not if it's within your nature. If it's
Okay.
outside your nature, it gets taxed
And
Why-
you
by
can
1.
you fail?
What is this inside versus outside option it gives me when tapping my nature?
That's
Yeah, this is what I was explaining. So basically,
oh, inside. Okay, got it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at any time, you can always tap your nature for anything. But if it's not inside your nature and you fail, it's very bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, is anyone else helping? Because my help doesn't matter unless we have 2 people.
What do you need to help?
Well, I need manpower.
I was gonna say I'm a big strong girl. I got like a ton of health.
I mean,
Well, the Earth is just an unmoving ocean, so I feel like it's skills.
everybody can help because everyone has health.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, everyone could help if they just wanted to. It's up to you. I am spending another pay point
You get
Is the elf
health
helping?
test.
to get an advancement. Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother. I don't. Yeah.
Wait for what
It's
skill?
too much work.
Of course he's not.
Health. Everyone has it.
I'm never.
Oh,
Gonna
the elf.
Never mind.
I'm never gonna get rid of this belief.
You're tapping your nature. You don't even need my help.
I
Like,
know.
So like on the
Okay, get in here,
1%
help us
chance that
out.
you fail, it's completely irrelevant, and I'm just exposing myself to risk for literally no benefit.
Yeah. You see,
Like I'm increasing the chance of success from like 99.5 to 99.6.
You say
It's
that, but then he
Elfwood,
might
it's
fail.
symbolic.
Yeah,
You're
but then
building
if he does
bridges
fail, I'll be
with
happy
him.
I didn't help.
you should never trust
should-
an elf.
Elfwood, you should help him. You're building bridges. Like think of it like even if
I'm
it's
metagaming
minuscule.
right now, but in game I'm
Yeah.
just not interested.
So what was the obstacle there, Sean?
It is obstacle. I think what I said was
3.
I think 3. And
6.
Corbusier, you're not helping, right?
So actually, our chances are not that great yet. We're at 8 versus 3. 8 dice. So it's a little over 50%.
because he has I think 6 dice from his from your health and the help, but you have to half that, so that turns into 3 plus your 5 dice. So that's 8. That doesn't get half.
Wait, and what about the help?
The help is counts.
It
in.
won't
The
matter
help
unless
does get half,
Corbusier helps as well.
right? So you have your stone mason plus help is 6, but that's halved, so that's 3 plus your nature is 5.
And Corbusier is not helping?
I'm helping.
Oh, okay. 2.
Helping.
I said Earth is just an unmoving
There we
ocean.
go.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're just, how are you helping though? Just
That's what I was asking. Like you're building a hut, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need laborers.
he's
It's like a
building
little
a false wall
thing. Yeah.
into a wall that has like a little area, I guess.
And then there's
I-
gonna be like a hole behind it and like a little like cave where we hide our stuff.
I will help you raise the wall because it reminds me of raising a mast.
Okay.
I close my eyes and I pretend I can smell the salty sea.
Oh yeah, and by the way, in the Discord there was the pinned message is the probability of success, which is something you guys probably don't need to know, but I can now tell you the probability of succeeding.
Where?
It's in the pinned message in the Discord.
I don't know why, but I opened Discord and it opened up to messages from like last year.
I am not seeing a pinned message.
It's the little pin on the top right.
Ah,
So 9 dice on an OB3 test is 91%. 8 dice on OB3 would be 86%.
I feel like an idiot. I don't know what a black shade is. I feel like a dumb
That just
bag.
means like
That's
it's the normal one.
That's normal.
Okay.
That's for Burning Wheel. So we
Wait,
never
wait,
talk
I got
about
a
that.
question. So I have afraid, so I can't help, but I'm also angry, so I can't aid with my wise for this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Continue.
nine dice on 9 ob3 with 9 dice is 91%.
91%. 91.016%.
That's not
to be
bad. Not
precise.
bad. You can always
That
use
is
some fate points. if we need to.
Acceptable.
With fate, it's better.
Okay. All right, I'm rolling. That's it. It's happening. All right.
Just made
Why
it.
was there
Why
a
do I have
-1
-1?
success?
God damn. Again.
Says
other
hungry and
modifiers?
thirsty.
That's other modifiers. I'm just gonna write 0. There we go.
Yeah.
It's always
Those
gonna be
both
0. I don't know.
All
Hopefully
right.
it stays
Don't
that
worry
way.
about it.
5.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, you
Made
made
it.
cash. Cool.
Surpassed by 2, does that mean it's extra fancy? Do we make it in style because Corbusier was helping?
No.
I think that's a given.
I'm gonna write false wall or false wall fireplace
So, right.
cache.
Just to keep track of it, so we used 1 check for the map. And we've used 1 check for this, right? We still have
Yeah.
2 checks.
Yep.
Just wanted to make sure.
So caches, letting you know the rules, can store 12 inventory slots at their base for free.
Okay.
If you store stuff that's not in a cache, it disappears at a rate of 1 inventory slot per phase. So stuff goes missing if it's not stored in a cache.
It's like socks.
Okay. Like all of the shit that was here before.
Yeah, but I just took all that stuff because Corbusier was like, we were going adventuring there, and I'm like, they're gonna go and probably raid that, and you were there like, well, we don't want to bother.
I audibly winked to not go there, and they did not take the hint.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, that sounds like a good idea, and then
Actually, it's really terrible. And they're like, "Ah, right, wink, wink."
I see.
I'm like, shut up.
okay, yeah. So you have that. You still have, I guess, 1 check left. Is that right?
Yep, I think so.
2, I think.
I think we have
Oh.
2.
I thought we
Wait.
had 2.
Yeah, no, because 1 was an instinct, right?
Yeah.
We instinct, then cartographer, then made the
Yeah,
shelter,
the
and
last
so we
one
still have
was
2,
already
yeah.
moved.
But oh yeah, so wait, Steve had 3. Matthias
We
used
had
6.
4 to start with, and we've had an instinct, and then we had cartographer, and then we had this.
Okay,
That's all we've
perfect.
done.
Yeah,
So we should have 2.
Yeah.
Yep, so there should be 2 left. I took the liberty of moving them to the side.
Well, if if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, I can try to recover from angry.
I just have my instinct. I don't know if I can still trigger the.
Yeah, you can.
Yep,
Yeah,
you can.
Yeah, you can.
I'm doing it. All right. I think one of the simplest things I can do for alchemy is just purify water because I don't have that many resources with me. Can I turn any water into wine?
No, that sounds like a miracle. But
Oh,
you can
You
try.
can I turn like water into 7-Up? Can I make carbonated water?
Hmm. I don't
That seems
know.
like something that could be alchemical. Yeah,
Maybe.
Just putting like
I'm not sure what
carbon to us.
mechanical benefit it would have, but you could probably
I-
do it.
Well, it'd be like emotionally satisfying as well when you cure hunger and thirsty.
Oh, you want it to cure hungry and thirsty. But
Sorry?
emotionally satisfying, you say.
Yeah.
You could make like an elixir that's emotionally satisfying. That's essentially carbonated, but like a little bit of something extra in there.
Wait,
This was like how
angry?
soda pop was made. It was like to cure like stomach ails and dyspepsia. Like it was a medical thing before it became like a fun soda drink.
Mm.
This is cool.
Would
Sure.
that help to cure angry? Or
Uh,
afraid?
I don't know which one, Tyler.
I'm gonna say it cures angry because you are chill. This is a
Okay.
cold beverage. It's a nice icy cold one.
Counts permanently or just temporarily?
I want to say temporarily. So I imagine if you are angry, you're gonna want to fix it long term when you have the chance. But if you're in a tight spot, you can just pop it.
Okay, it's gonna be up to
It's a
Oh, okay.
popper, eh?
up to make this alchemical fizzy drink, spirit lifting, calming your nerves drink.
You stole my alchemical fizzy lifting drink.
Should call
You
it
got nothing.
Coke.
You succeed.
Woo!
Mark
That's
that
nice.
success.
Fizzy beverage.
We've
So
got some Coke.
it's pack 1, and it cures angry temporarily for 1 test.
Temporary. Drinking fairy. All right. Put this in my pack.
Might be useful for in the near future for whatchamacallit, for Steed.
Or you, right? As angry.
Well, I'm gonna try and recover now, if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah.
Would you like to carry this, Roman? Or should I carry it for you? And I can
Cross
hand
that bridge
it
when
to
we come to it. I'm gonna
Okay.
make a will check
And I give you a
to recover.
stare.
You fail.
I fail.
Wah, wah.
Think of your elven ancestors. Make yourself happy. I don't know.
Nah, that's
Do I
fine.
need- Do I need to mark a success on the stonemason, by the way, or is that
Yeah.
the learning one doesn't count?
You mark it. That's when you don't mark a success. You just click a button. Right? It's just
Yeah, when you're still learning, you don't get successes or fails. It's just
Oh,
trying
yeah,
that
I
matters.
see, I see.
You just need to try 5 times, and then you'll learn it. All right, one last test, one last thing. Do you make a spot for? What do you do? Do you soup this up? Do you prepare? Do you try scavenge something for usefulness? I don't know. Do you map the rest of the blue?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
what
trying
else can we
map.
do?
I don't mind like trying to map more if you guys.
to do if we have an extra check.
Do you recover?
Can we not keep the check for later if we don't need it?
No, you cannot. You build a barricade? Do you build?
Would that help us
Do you,
for the base?
sorry.
Sounds nice.
What does the barricade?
I would like
do?
to have a barricade full of missiles and bullets.
It could help me continue to learn my stonemason.
Do you build other things? I don't know. It's up to you. What do you guys do?
What does the barricade do, Sean?
What does it do mechanically?
Yeah.
It'll help on basically when you're gone, and if you have people that are defending it, when you come back, you roll to see how well they defended it. And I think barricades of different kinds give different benefits toward that role of defense.
What do you guys think? Should
I
try
think
and
it's
build a
probably not
barricade?
necessary at the moment. In fact,
Yeah.
it might actually. I don't know if Sean will use this against us, but it might alert people to the fact that it's not an abandoned ruin as much.
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
That's true. It's totally a Sean thing to do.
In that case, I think the only thing about souping up you can do is prepare a camp area for personnel that you currently don't have. Otherwise, it's personal business. I guess it's things that you could do naturally. For example, Cabusier could memorize a spell. Cabusier can map. Ardor could do some Ardor thing. I don't know. Fix a helmet or something.
If no one has
does anyone have anything that needs fixing?
I was just
I have
gonna
a
recover
broken
in
wine
town.
skin, actually.
What's that?
I have a damaged wine skin, actually.
Okay, do you want me to try and fix that?
Yes, please.
All right, let's do that then.
That sounds like a peasant test.
A peasant?
Possibly, yeah.
Mending things is peasant, yeah.
Hmm?
Mending things is like a peasant skill, yeah.
Ah. Okay. I guess I can give it a shot. Peasant is not one of my skills.
Okay,
but,
it's health, and I'm gonna set it at ob 1. I could set it ob 2, but I'll set it ob 1. We'll see.
Let's try and learn some peasant skills.
I mean, it's a useful one to have, honestly.
Yeah.
I have it.
Okay, and you said obstacle 1.
Yeah. Again, you could use persona because this is crafting in a sense, I guess. But it's your choice. It's maybe not that more. It's maybe not that bad.
Important.
No, I already have 3, so 3 versus 1. What's the probability there? Let me see. 3 on 1.
88%.
88%. That's not bad. Okay. Let's
Plus, you can roll a fate afterwards, after the fact, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. And I don't think any of my traits work here. What is this that I'm fixing?
A
wine skin.
A wine skin. Oh, it's for wine. Maybe my fiery skill, you know?
No.
Okay.
Ooh, success. Okay.
Why that -1?
I have no
Went
idea.
back to 1.
Your character's cursed.
I think there's something with the conditions. Sometimes they don't get removed properly when you're done, when you unclick them.
I think it's your prejudice coming through against elves. That's how it's like manifesting. It's
it's
you're
because maybe
fixing
it's 'cause
the wine skin, but
it says
like,
you're hungry and thirsty. Maybe
No, I'm not.
you're not, but you had it clicked, so maybe that was just telling us a reminder that you're hungry and thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it says it there. -1 hungry thirsty.
Okay.
But
Oh, there you go.
if you weren't hungry thirsty. Okay.
Just forgot to unclick.
That's all of the stuff, right? All the things. Looks like good. You're exiting.
thanks, Ardor.
You gotta have a cache. Are you putting stuff in the cache?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the how much space does it have?
Pack 12.
The 3 statues in it.
I have no spells memorized right now. It's all books.
How much space do the 3 statues occupy?
12.
All 12? Okay, well, that was quick.
But at least you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the only loot that we got from that place? Was just the statues?
No, there's also some gems.
Also lugging around.
You got what?
I've got this that I'm lugging around. But my hand, so I'm fine.
So I'm just writing base camp, save changes, edit,
Statue.
cache, 3 statues. This is check. I spell cache. Sorry for the banging. My dog is here with their bone. Go away, Nova. Go away. He's like, I'm trying to play with you. I think it's a new bone. She's very excited to have a new bone.
Dogs love people because people have bones inside them. That's why they lick you.
Okay.
It's true.
There. I have a base. We have a base camp thing now. Edit. In players' journals. All players. Save changes. You guys can edit it. I'll put some more notes on it and where it is later on. But right now, we're back into the adventure phase. Adventure time.
friends.
Guys, I switched headphones. Can you guys still hear me properly?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Now turn 1 of the grind. Where to? Back to fast traveling?
Oh,
Traveling back
I'm
where we were?
putting my flat scroll on Dizzy. Can anyone carry a ring? One pack.
A ring?
Yes.
Can't you put that in your pocket?
It's full because I switched it up with the
Aren't-
card.
Aren't you just gonna put it on and wear it?
You can just wear it, surely.
Wear it?
Yeah, the worn on your hands.
Sure, I'll just wear it then.
Oh, you get plague.
So,
There was a trap. There was a curse.
plague wise, I'm good for this.
I'm good for this. I'm good. Don't worry about it. No, it's
I know
fine.
exactly how sick I am.
Yeah, you can just put it on your hand. All right. So fast traveling, is that all stuff?
Sure.
Oop, all the way back.
Yeah,
So it's completely full now, right? I can't even leave the stupid golden tile I have in my pocket.
No. But you're back here. Yay! This just sounds
Yay.
fun. Map layer. Go to the map layer. Change this blue to the color of I want it to be. That layer. Done. Oh yeah, doesn't this look cool? Now that it's all neat and tidy.
Ooh, yeah.
Look
I
at
like
you.
it.
Are you on the right thing? Yeah, you guys are on the right thing. Turn 1, the grind. You are enter the tunnel through the way, leaving your horses, leaving your stuff as you did before previously. I guess I'll let Kabuzi keep his stuff this time because he didn't really need to leave it. It didn't affect the roll that much.
Nice.
That being said, you lack a rope again because previously you lacked a rope. Continuing.
Next time we were in town, one of you guys should buy a rope and keep it in your backpack.
Well, I need to buy a horse so that I can carry more stuff.
There's no stables in Elfheim, so that might be a longer term goal.
Mm.
I mean, you could be using other people's saddlebags. I think I'm the only person who has their horse's saddlebags full right now.
Yeah, I've been putting random junk in there.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not random junk; it's useful junk.
Can I leave my my golden tile in someone's saddlebag and carry more stuff while we're at the bottom?
How much is it? Wait.
I have an open slot.
It's just one.
Okay, I'll take it then.
Okay.
You gonna give it to the thief?
No, I'm giving it to my horse.
I see.
The horse is gonna spend it in town. No.
Precious golden set thing. Okay, so then it's a golden tile is what it's called. So I'll
Okay,
erase it from
golden
my
tile.
inventory.
Your lanterns are empty, so who's turning it on and marking that they're using a thing of oil?
I'll use the last thing of oil that I have.
Okay.
I have no more lamp oil. It's the last of it because I filled it up last time, I believe.
Two of two.
Yeah, I have 2 flasks of oil still.
Same. I put
You-
it on my horse.
I was just looking at your thing. It just said you had 2 out of 2. Obviously,
I did not clear it before.
forgot to clear it last time. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's being a good person to mark things. Good. Do you head out to the unexplored area?
Let's go.
Okay, so I suppose we should have a look to the north.
Excellent.
We said we'd leave the big door to the end.
I agree.
You head north. The successes. All right. Yeah. So you head north. Above you, it heads up. Then I got. What am I drawing? What am I even drawing? I meant to draw the other way to extend this. The stairs here are stone. You ascend and check out the area.
Yep.
Yep.
What's our we're gonna do the same thing we did before, right? So,
Wait, why
the
is this,
thief
like-
looks for traps?
Why does this one have like a weird thing on it? I don't like that one. There we go.
Roman, are you looking for traps?
I am. We're
Are
just
you
gonna do it
looking-
the same way before.
So you're
If
again
you have a
trying
trap,
to fail.
you have to, like, always search for traps instinct. You
Yeah.
can wait until Sean would say you trigger a trap, and he's like, "But
Exactly.
I was looking for traps."
I'm just
but are
slowly
you-
creeping,
Okay,
touching walls before I pass through them. Or
and I am looking for treasure because I am searching every nook and cranny.
I'm looking up. It's just in case anything falls on us.
All right, move it. Ooh, big room.
Big room. Here's...
I'm getting attacked by blue dots.
columns
Those are
in this room.
columns.
Blue dots from
Run or fire! Sir, those are just stone
Run!
pillars. Very well then. As you were.
A pillander.
Chimney.
Is that?
Of chi.
Oh, I thought it was chi. I thought you were gonna tell me there was energy there.
Yeah.
No, it's a giant central fireplace.
Ooh.
The room, I guess, is big. Your lantern kind of makes the columns throw large shadows.
Oh, I'm looking for that undead guy too, just in case he attacks us again.
Are you doing that now?
It is assumed that we are probably on the lookout for danger. We are in a dangerous place.
Not if you're not scouting. And he's not a secret. He's just around. So that's the turn on the grind to scout ahead.
No thanks.
So there's two tables on the south end, and there's a giant central chimney. That looks interesting. Along this wall, there's like little slots, I guess. You into some room beyond. Yeah, do you enter the room and look around?
Sure.
Be careful, those slots could be traps.
Be like arrow holes or something like that,
Yeah.
Oh, I actually put him on
with
the
like a
map.
pressure plate. So
Okay,
yeah, or
there we
some
go.
other type of flip wire or something.
Do you
so
have the
keep an eye
ability to move the person around now?
Alright.
Yes,
out.
perfect.
I want to go look at this chimney in the center of the room first.
Okay, it's big. It's like a fire pit, but it's like
Is the fire lit? Or?
fire's unlit, but it does look like it's smoking. Weirdly enough.
And so like it was lit, but is now not. Interesting.
Yeah.
Something clearly
What's at the
lives
very
here.
end of the room? It looks like.
Oh, there's a way up. Sorry, it continues up.
What did you say these things on the south side of the room were?
Tables. There's two tables.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at those tables to see if there's any hidden compartments in them.
No, there isn't, but there is a journal. It's like a journal that someone lived here. I don't know. It's written in handwriting that, I don't know, you don't have scholars, probably don't know how to read very well. It'd take you time. Take it back to camp to read it. But it looks like old notes of someone who used to live here. Pack one if you wanted to keep it. You could leave it here. It's up to you.
Can I read it?
Do you spend like the time reading the journal?
Yeah, I mean, if it's someone's living, if it's the notes of someone who lives or lived here, it might have useful information for us.
Yeah, there might be
So-
clues about whether.
So I think it might be a good idea to prioritize looking through this. So I'm gonna look through it specifically for anything that might help us find anything useful or valuable within this dungeon.
I mean,
cursed the
there's
fourth
lists and
death.
stuff, but do you like how like there's it's like both a journal slash like
Test or
an
something?
accounting of like what goods have been coming through here like over this
Well, sure.
time. So like, but like
I would I would just skip forward to where the most recent entries and see.
The most recent entry says that there's a demon living in the chimney.
Oh, well, that's
That's a recent entry.
useful information.
That's the
Oh.
last entry.
Talia hits her sword against the chimney.
Whoa,
what happens.
Talia!
Oh.
Don't provoke the demon.
Do I provoke it?
Yeah, you might have. Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because better to act than to hesitate.
We didn't need to act.
I acted.
There's no reason to act there.
Action is better than hesitation. I act.
The hearth flares to life. Gouts of
God
fire spewing
damn it.
forth in
Are you
smoke. Yeah. Are
Go
you?
quickly away in my backpack, by
Are
the
you?
way.
Are you? Do you leave the area or do you stay here?
I'm leaving.
I'll probably leave.
Let's
A demon?
let's. No, we gotta search every nook and cranny.
I mean, we can
Good.
come back when it's not spewing fire.
Yeah, okay. Let's leap towards the top.
Sure.
I'm staying. I fear no demon.
All right.
Okay.
I'm running
Are
How tall is the
you-
demon?
Okay. Well, are you gonna drive this demon off?
Wait, is it actually a demon?
No, I'm gonna pledge
Yeah.
my little service, obviously.
Huh? You're doing what?
My little service, obviously.
He's gonna
What
try
else
and
does
like
do
schmooze it.
Encounters an aggressive demon. You can't fight him.
Okay. You hear
My plan, anyway.
You hear like a fiery voice says, "I want." And you see like a little hand poke out of the fire, pointing at Talia, and it's like, I don't know, maybe the size of like, I don't know,
Hello?
maybe the size of a monkey's hand. It's like red, and it's like points at Talia's, and the fiery voice is kind of deep and crackly. It says, "I want blood for that slight."
Yes, Tyler.
Wait, he's demanding blood for the slight?
Yeah.
Okay, Talia turns around and says, if you want blood, why don't you come and get it?
Oh God.
And she readies her great sword.
And he says, "You there, servant, get blood from that creature."
Who's he saying that to?
Elfwin, because he says he
Oh,
wants to
okay.
pledge his loyal service to this thing.
I pledge my little service to this demon.
You pledge your service to the demon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because I want
You
to live
can't-
longer than this.
Cause you what?
Because I want to live longer than this week.
See,
You anger
Alvin,
my-
don't be so weak.
It comes to your attention that like the hand of this creature is probably, I don't know, he's about the size of a halfling, but he's like all red and like he's like mostly.
No, I'm
smoke and fire.
gonna say like, "Oh, mighty demon, can we not assuage your anger in some
Can
more
I-
material
Can I
fashion?"
walk over and like look down at the chimney? Or is it down or up?
The chimney's
Blood
up.
of my
It's like
companion
billowing
is-
like harsh smoke. It's hard to get near. It's like actively spitting fire out of the thing
Okay.
now.
Anyway,
I'm gonna say,
as
show
I-
yourself, you tiny cretin.
oh my god.
Are you? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to like?
I was trying to like
And
run interference and be like, I was like, oh, surely you don't need that. Surely we could assuage you with some other
Assuage
gift.
you with
But I was
something
being
else?
cut off by Talia loudly insulting the demon.
Yeah. If he's gonna try and like boss me around, I'm gonna be like having none of it. Just like this demon is way too like high on his own totem pole.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? So you're just like yelling back at him?
Well, yeah, I want to like go over there and just like look at him and like almost like pull him out of the pit and like hold him by the scruff of his neck and be like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
Are you trying to capture this? So you're trying to capture this demon, is what you're saying?
I'm trying to like subdue it. Like, I don't know if subdue is the right
Yeah, capture it.
word.
It's now your
Okay,
turn.
sure. Yeah, we'll go with that then. We'll go
Okay.
with subdue.
You're gonna go try to capture this demon. Sounds fair.
Yeah.
That sounds like sounds kind of fighty. He's not gonna like
Yeah.
it.
Sounds like a capture tactic to me.
Yeah. Who's gonna join you? Or is this your instinct? I can never remember.
It's not. No, it's not my instinct this time. It's I changed it to cooking.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is just Talia being Talia.
Excellent. This is turn 1. Talia being Talia. Oh no.
Blue slash.
It's meant to copy. And
So who's involved in this conflict?
who's trying to capture it with Talia?
Anybody that
demon.
wants to be.
I'm sorry, why are you capturing it?
Because he's being a little shit, and I think he needs to be put in his place.
He's definitely strong as a demon is strong.
Hmm.
You go in to grab him and like he like to bring him up, but he like grabs your hand. He's like small and it's like an iron grip, and you're like, oh no.
Excellent.
We'll see how this goes. Who wants to join in? The subdue, or you just sit there, stand back, and watch.
I'm
You're just
definitely
gonna
not.
watch Talia wrestle with the demon.
Wrestle with the
I'm
small
not wrestling
demon.
with this.
I'm gonna get into the convince conflict that's gonna happen next after he like whoops your ass. Try and spare your life.
That's hilarious. I feel like this is a good thing we have going, Alpha. We're like, I get into trouble, you bail me out.
You
and we end
start
up
the fire and I put it out.
trying to after that.
Okay. Alright, it's a capture conflict. Feel free to use weapons. Attacking means you're trying to subdue him with your weapon. Defending means you're trying not to get captured. He's gonna try to capture you.
Excellent.
He wants to subdue you so they can extract vengeance on you for
Excellent.
the pile of slights that you are
An innumerable slightage.
that you keep piling on it. And you're trying to grab him, and he's not like, the fire whatever cools down as you approach just a little bit, but he's gonna equip his fiery breath.
Excellent.
It's a surprise. Didn't think he could breathe fire, did you?
I mean, actually, I thought that he probably could.
Yeah.
Like the kind of thing he'd be able to do.
Okay, I don't remember the order. I'm just gonna redo this.
Okay.
There we go. I'm equipping fiery breath. My might is 4.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my amount. Oh, roll your disposition. I have 5 disposition. You might be fine. Maybe.
5 disposition. How do I do that again? I just roll health?
I think, I believe it's not health. Probably
Or
hunter.
do I roll fighter?
It's probably like hunter or
Oh, and I add it to
fighter.
health, right?
You add it to health. Probably fighter
Okay.
in this case, because he is not a creature you can hunt.
Oh, okay. Oh, otherwise it would be hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can write that it's just for disposition.
Oh yeah, I can do it. Cool.
Health, your might. Yeah, it's might thing.
Okay.
No one's helping. Is everyone just watching? Is Arter just watching?
Yeah, I wanted to
Previously
be,
mentioned, I'm thinking my role in this is going to be bailing him out of, or bailing her out of trouble after this goes poorly.
I don't know.
Everyone deserves help except for when someone who's looking for a fight.
Can we
Looking
see
for a
the demon
fight.
little better?
What's that?
Can we see it now that it's come out?
Yeah, it's
Oh, but it breathes fire. Like
it's.
Can we have a description? Does he look like he has treasure?
I mean, he's like a cross between what looks like a naked goat and like a monkey that has leathery black wings and horns that are like probably the size of his head, which is, maybe the size of a grapefruit. And he's small, but like supernaturally strong and breathes fire and seems to control the fire also of this chimney.
Oh, sweet.
So can I appraise, whether he has any valuable body parts that we might collect treasure?
Afterwards.
Body part.
I,
I'm rolling.
But I want to know if I need to get into this.
Do you have an
fight to get
instinct
treasure.
that says you could do that before we fight?
An instinct?
Yeah.
You can appraise an enemy. Like that's a hunter usually instinct. Like you can be like, oh, I want to check out any potential fight before it happens and look for its weaknesses. That's an instinct.
Or
But
if you
I don't-
think you don't know all, like you can't tell unless you spend time doing it, but you don't have the time right now, so it's a split second.
No, I just one of my wises is that I am good at appraising.
Yeah.
But if that requires time, then
Like I said, using a wise requires a test, right? So if you wanted to do a hunter test and be like, oh, I want to appraise the strengths and weaknesses of this creature, you could do that, but not right now.
okay. Then
The time.
this doesn't look. This doesn't count as searching every nook and cranny. This
Four,
is just fighting it, dude,
five.
for no reason.
6. Copy 7. All right, you have 7. Wow. You might win.
Let's see.
But
We will see.
Oh, yeah,
can I search the fireplace while they're fighting?
Nope.
I think it's like billowing smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I'm like having to hold my breath just to get over there and grab this little.
Yeah, are you fireproof? If not, then probably not.
It glows also with the light of candle, so it's kind of bright to stare at this creature. Let's go.
My rule for demons is always flatter them. Demons are susceptible to flattery. They love being like worshipped.
You can't
and
spend
told
your
that
whole life just flattering demons.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm an elf. I can spend my whole life doing a lot of things.
I am not being captured.
Okay.
I've made a fancy enemy thing that I can roll out of when I need to. This right now is a defend against a maneuver, which is a versus test. So you'll roll for me.
Okay.
So 1 sec.
It's fighter versus.
It is a 1 sec. I'm just gonna bring the capture. Cut. Move this over here so you don't have to scroll down. It is a capture conflict. Attack is fighter. Defend is hunter. Feint is hunter. Maneuver is fighter.
Right.
I am defending. I am a little demon with precedence. No, with might 4, and I am defending. My fiery breath. You come to like grab him, and I like fire like spews out of my mouth like toward you. And what do you do?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to literally grab him and pull him out of the well. And take him out of the well so he's not hiding in there, so I can just get a good look at him and smack him.
Okay.
Yeah. So how many dice does he get?
I'll be rolling 3 dice.
3. Okay. I think I get 5 because I get 4 for fighter and then +1 for my greatsword.
Is it +1 to maneuver?
Yeah.
Really?
It's +1. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's +1 die to maneuver, and then people that I'm fighting can't benefit from help for attack or defend.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense
Like,
then,
I
because
guess
you can.
you're like keeping them at bay, right? That's
You're
one
like,
of its great-
and also like you can use its weight to like just knock people's weapons aside. I guess probably
Yeah.
that makes sense.
makes sense.
Yeah, like ironically, I wanted it for because it was like a huge sword, but yeah. So I'll roll.
Think of it like an actual weapon. Like it's going to be more useful for like keeping your area clear than actually fighting. Like if you wanted to just kill someone, like get a rapier and just stab them, right?
Yeah.
That's hard to deal with.
Okay.
If you wind up a huge sword and swing it, like everyone knows it's coming. You got like 10 years to prepare for it.
Okay. So I succeed by 1 margin, right?
Yeah, that means I think you get a impede me.
So I can impede. So I'm doing what I said. Or I'll try to. I'm pulling him out of the hole and like getting him out of his little defensive spot. And you're like, you fucking thing.
All right. Yeah, he comes out and he's like, glowing. His little hooven feet clip clop on the ground as he like you don't really like pull like him out as opposed to like I don't know. Had your weapon, so you're not like you're using it.
I mean, that's true.
As in like he had to like leave because he doesn't want to be stabbed by a sword. But he yells at you, ah, and he breathes fire in your direction.
Okay, I'm gonna take a swing at him.
Independent.
Can I tap, or can I use my nature here? Like, what
yeah.
do we'll call it? Taxing it or whatever?
I believe so. I think because it's outside your nature, it'll just be taxed by 1.
Okay.
But you can either spend a point of persona.
Yep, that's fine. And should I try and make it fluffy, like within my nature descriptors? How I'm like
You
using
should
it?
like
You should.
try how like you're drawing on the deep well of your personal taxing to you in some way.
So wait,
if it does fall within your nature, how do you attack? He's gonna breathe fire in your direction and be like, "How dare you!" Ah! It's like maybe like 2 feet of fire like spews out of him.
Well, no, I was thinking I would swing at him and be like, "You tiny shit! Like I felt greater demons than you," and that's gonna be me boasting. So I wouldn't say that's within my nature, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to make it like nature flavored.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Nature?
It's fine. It's still, it's fine. It's not within your nature to do that, but yeah.
No, that's exactly right. Like you're bringing, you're tapping your nature in a way that it doesn't normally work, right?
Okay, cool.
I think that's the right way to do it.
Excellent.
Flavorfully, yes, I like that.
But you can just do it.
So I will still do a versus just because it'll roll for you, right? Unless you want to roll as well.
I'll roll. You can mark that it's independent. I made a new
independent.
thing that's called enemy. Where did I put him? He's here. Enemy.
Wait, how come it's only giving me 4 dice for my nature instead of 5? Is it because did I do it wrong?
Let me look at your thing.
Is it because I already put the point off?
You probably already put the point off.
Oh, that's why. Okay, and then it reduces.
You do it after you roll.
I see. Okay.
You might try more.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I just roll.
Yep, I'll be rolling. Let me roll.
Oh my god, you have to be joking.
You rolled.
I rolled terrible.
2.
Does anyone want to place bets here?
It might be a good time to bring in whatchamacallit, a wise if you can.
Ooh, I do have sword smarts wise. But I also have no persona or fate left.
Well, then that will make it more difficult.
I rolled 2. I'm a lot stronger than I'm supernaturally strong, so I get 3.
All right, you get +1 success.
Do you have armor?
I do.
Do you use it?
I don't think you have a choice.
Yes, I will use my helmet to reduce 1 point of damage, and I'll roll for the armor.
I do or I do?
And the armor doesn't go off, so I still take a point of damage.
You take 2 points then.
Right, because of extra success from the thing.
Supernatural strength.
And actually, I'm wondering now, looking back as well, for the fighter versus. Oh wait, no, he has -1d on this. Did you?
Hello.
Oh, I didn't do that. Sorry.
But I'm also wondering, because did we add in the might effect for when we did that test?
If I fail, you don't make it. If it's in
it's only +1 success when you win.
Yeah.
That's how that works. It's only when
Okay.
you succeed or you win.
I see.
I'm just rolling a d3 to tell me which one to remove, and I remove the last one. So it's only 1 damage.
So I take
then.
1 less damage. Cool.
Yep.
My helmet is dented. Or well, I guess you get to decide what happens to it, but I'll say it's like scorched or something.
Yeah, probably like the leather strap like gets burned away or something like that.
Okay.
No longer sits on your head, right?
Okay. I defend. Prepare myself against this onslaught.
Flip, I faint. Take
Oh,
that.
That's not good.
He's like, you prepare yourself on the onslaught, and he's like, ha ha, and he breathes the fire like into the camp, and the camp like roars to fight, like, and then fire comes all over the place. It's terrible. You weren't expecting it.
Oh dear. Mhm. Another 3 damage. All right. Let's do this.
Sorry, I'm muted. It was another point of damage because of Order of Might. Can you roll for your armor again?
I don't think so. I think it's only once per fight.
Okay. I thought you can roll, but it only removes it once per fight. But maybe I'm mistaken. No one's had armor for like a long time.
You can only roll this once per fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Leather armor only once per fight.
All right. I'm gonna switch up my weapon, and I'm gonna be using my burning ash as after the burst of the fire, like hot burning ash is like, like still in the air, like, and I'm like controlling it with my demon might. Try
Burning
to
ash.
capture you somehow.
What does faint do again?
Faint goes right through a defend action.
Does it do anything else?
It will get squashed by an attack action.
It's basically like consider it another kind of attack. Basically, that's generally how it
look
works.
at this. Just need to zoom in.
It functions basically the same as attack, but it's a different kind of
Oh, it
attack.
also goes through maneuvers. Oh.
It does get to go through maneuvers also. It's independent. It acts a bit weird, but if it goes...
But then versus attack, it does nothing. Interesting.
Yeah, just like the inverse of an attack, basically. It's good against, defends and maneuvers. Well, it's all, I don't know. It's
You see his like evil smile appear as he realizes that he has the upper hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how do I want to do this? Interesting. This is very interesting. Okay. I'll do this. I'll do this. Then we'll do this. Okay. So I'm going to do like a sidestep and try and juke him.
I'm attacking you with my burning ash billowing down.
That's so bad. Shit.
My burning ash.
Should get what I had.
My burning ash gives me more dice to attack. I'm rolling
going too well.
5 dice.
Nope.
Roll.
It's not.
3 plus 1. It's 4.
It takes me out.
I totally capture you. As you like burn a little, he's gonna try to he's gonna drag you.
Did I do any damage to him?
No, you did not. He captures you without compromise.
Oh, okay, I didn't do any damage. Oh wow.
No. He's gonna drag you into the chimney when the fire goes down a little bit.
Okay.
It leads
Excellent.
up. He's gonna starts dragging you in. And he's laughing because he finds this immensely hilarious.
All right, guys, should we do something about this?
I'm just staring in awe right now.
You saw him fight and then quickly get overwhelmed with fire and ash and then dragged away into the chimney. You
So,
you see him like
into the
fold
chimney,
his arms and like
Is he like levitating, or what's going on here? Because I in my mind I'm like, this is just like an open pit with like a space in the roof.
yeah. That's what he gets dragged into the roof chimney.
Wait, up?
Yeah, he gets
so he can just fly or what?
yeah he drags him. He flies. He just like stuffs him in there.
Oh, okay.
He's supernaturally strong. Captured him.
Oh, that's fine. I'm just trying to understand what's going on here, like physically
He
speaking.
stuffed him up in a chimney that's about the size of probably, I don't know, probably maybe one and a
it's
half,
fine,
maybe
fine.
a
I'm just
two.
saying, like, I thought this is like a fairly large room, you know.
Yeah,
so, like,
it's
I thought
like
the ceiling was
two.
high.
It's probably like two times the length of someone's shoulders from side to side. So the chimney is quite large. This thing is like kind of massive in the middle, and there's like probably marks of like ash and burning in different parts. But
Probably getting
it's
burned
not
alive.
it's more noticeable now that there's like fresh ash everywhere.
Is Sally getting burned alive right now?
Oh no, the fire went down was when he did that because he's like
Okay.
he wants to talk to you guys about his he's like, how dare he, and he like sits and he's like glowing, and you're like you're probably like jammed into somewhere, like the flue is probably like open and closed, and you're like in like a little like area of like a chimney that's like you're like crammed in there with like thick ash, and you're like it's hard to move because you're just unceremoniously deposited in there. He's like, how dare she? He like shakes his head and he's like, that human. Blah, blah, blah. And he like spits and he like looks in like at Roman and Corbusier. Like starts grumbling a little bit.
Well, now I think
You there,
now that
servant?
the drama has like unfolded and quickly simmered down, I approach him and say, "I apologize for that intrusion, mighty demon."
I am mighty, ain't I?
You
He shakes
hear
his head.
like Talia making a racket in the fucking chimney.
the demon's
okay
like
there,
smiles and
Talia?
he's like, and he pats his little like his little pointy chin, and he like strokes his little horns. He's like, I am mighty, ain't I? I bested that brash
Yes.
human who's claimed that he felled greater demons than
Come
me.
back here! I'm not done with you yet.
I am the greatest demon around.
No doubt.
All right. I yell out, Talia, you okay there? What do you see?
And he's like, quiet you, and he's like, it's like there's smoke that like appears near you, and like it's like probably like coughing.
Oh,
Makes you
okay.
cough. And he like makes the smoke go away.
Any treasure,
Brash is the word. Brash is the word.
any treasure up there?
I will get you.
And do you say that out loud, Ardor?
Yeah, I'm screaming.
No, Ardor, do you say that out loud?
Oh, yeah.
And the demon narrows his eyes and he says, well, you won't get what I have. Unless you want to end up like him. He laughs and the fire roars a little bit, and then it starts
so there
heating
is
up a little,
treasure.
but then he like quickly cuts it down. He laughs. Are you trying to convince him? What is happening now?
I'm trying
And
to
I
see
was-
if he has treasure, but it looks like he's already confirmed it.
You won't get what I have. And he like laughs because what he has is Talia.
Anyway, as I've been trying to say, my brash compatriot obviously did not properly respect your magnificence. Unlike I, one of the elder races, understand deeply your might and majesty.
And he's
All time.
he is like his smile is like he kind of like relaxes into the fire a little bit, like, or like the main, I guess, I don't know, probably like logs or something, and he like relaxes and he sits down and he's like, yeah, I am Might. And he likes what he's hearing. So what are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to like flatter him with the eventual. I'm like building up to like I'm gonna ask if we can negotiate a way that Talia might be released. But I'm just trying to butter him up a bit first before we get to that. You know, you ass kiss a bit before you get to the big ask.
Just tear his throat out.
Can I use his distraction to attack the demon?
If you want to, are you going to attack the demon?
I'm not distracting him. I'm talking to him. But
Right,
think
the
he's-
demon
he's
is
the-
being distracted by all this flattery. See, the demon kind of implied that he had treasure, and I need to search every nook and cranny. So, yeah, if I see a good opportunity, I'm gonna try and decapitate him.
So
You're gonna
you're gonna try to
try and-
fight this demon to the death.
Is that a problem?
No?
I mean that's it's not a problem.
no,
I think it's a
everyone
problem.
can do what they like because this is a role playing game.
What's that? Yes,
You can do what they like. It's a role playing game, and the whole point is to do things that you want to do.
I
His
mean,
treasure.
I feel that's like another conflict. And just letting you
Are
know,
you committing to that, Ardor?
are you doing that because if you lose, you will die. He will decapitate you. It's not just a sneak attack. It is a fight to the death.
So that's why you were just trying to subdue him. Well, let me see what happens with Elfman first.
I mean, it was more just I wanted to get him out of his hole.
Okay, so you're backing off. All right, that's fair. Death
for
on the
now,
death's
for
on the
now,
line.
I might not-
Once the screen comes up, everybody gets real calm. They're like, "Oh, you know what? I thought about it."
Black screen, eh? I'm out.
I want to see what happens first. I might still do it though. Let's see. I want
Okay,
to
fair
try
enough.
to.
Right. So Ardor takes like a few ominous steps, and then like something like passes behind his eyes, and he appears to just think better of it. Maybe I'll like shoot some daggers at him, like shoot like like stare at him and be like, "What are you doing? Let the man work." And
no,
yeah,
that
so
does-
having I believe buttered up sufficiently, I say. But unfortunately, I have need of my brash companion, who you have so grandiloquently and excellently defeated in battle.
I did say that.
I have some need of her, despite her insolence. She is essential to me, and I humbly request that you might be convinced to grant her a temporary release in order to facilitate some greater project that you may have. Surely you must have some desire that we may fulfill for you.
Ah. Oh. Yes, I think. Are you trying to trick him, or are you actually saying that you do want to?
No, I'm definitely trying to trick him.
Okay.
Oh wait, Sean. Oh,
This is
I guess
a
it doesn't
lie.
matter.
I have no intention of actually pledging myself forever to this shitty chimney demon.
Why not? It's a little happy chimney demon.
It is definitely like a potential long term. It would be funny to be enslaved to a shitty demon who's in charge of a chimney and nothing else. But no, I think I'd rather trick him.
Okay. Sounds like a trick conflict. Is anyone else joining in? It's now, I think. So it was one turn. It's only turn, right? The first turn was a conflict, and we're entering into another conflict.
Yeah.
It's a trick and riddle conflict. I have 5 health. It's just mostly tricking. It's not riddling.
Once this conflict's over, I'm gonna have to go. Actually,
Okay.
Sorry.
Should we actually? I want to maybe end before too late. Maybe we'll put a pin in it.
Okay, that's fine with me.
We'll enter the trick conflict.
I'd probably join the conflict, but I won't be.
I would be more than happy to join the conflict.
Yeah, manipulator or lore master.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be useful.
manipulator 4. It's just,
Oh, so yeah, you'd definitely be in.
but
I have
can't use
a
any
I have
of
a
my
really
awesome-
good lore master.
I have Persuader, but not Manipulator.
Yeah, well, Persuader is good if you're trying to persuade someone. If you're trying to trick someone, you can lie.
Yeah.
All right.
Lying is just the.
We'll decide next time if you guys want to join or not.
So you're
But we'll
definitely
put it
joining. You guys or whatever. You're a maybe. Right. But we'll talk about this later.
Still just want to kill him.
Beliefs, instincts, goals. This was a good session, honestly. Also, I liked how I forgot to change the music from the campfire, but there's a fire, so it makes sense.
I like the idea of Andrew just fighting somebody to lo-fi beats to camp to.
All right. Yeah, might as well. We can just end it. The session with the beliefs, instance, goal rewards. This screen just to show the screen. Who wants to go first?
I can go since I'm stuck in a chimney.
Okay. Do you think,
I'm
do you
gonna
think
be
that was
right
gonna?
back.
Do you think that's how that was gonna have go?
No, I thought. Well, actually, yeah, I thought I did 2 points of damage. I guess it doesn't matter, but
You did.
Yeah.
You impeded him on a maneuver. You didn't actually damage him. The only damaging things are attack and feint.
oh, okay.
But you failed your feint.
Is everything okay?
Dog
Pretty
life.
typical.
Man. Dog's life.
She knocked the bowl
Happens at
down
least-
and was licking it, but it just had mac and cheese in it. So.
Oh, okay.
Happens at least once a session.
Okay, but I thought the again it doesn't matter, but I thought the that when I tapped my nature 4 was an independent attack test.
What's it?
I thought so.
Oh yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe then I don't know. He's
Okay,
injured.
but I'm fine with this. It's totally fine.
He's injured. You gotta compromise or something.
Okay.
Or no, let's make him exhausted, because he's exhausted.
Okay.
It's funnier.
I like that. Hopefully it'll help you guys get me out after.
He's like, oh, that was hard. I might have said it wasn't hard, but it was hard.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was such good fighting, but like look how many 1s and 2s I rolled in that fucking roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyways.
I was thinking when you rolled, I was like, oh, maybe she'll be able to beat this little.
And I was like, I'm gonna one-shot him. But anyways,
Anyway,
that's the fun of the game.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting to have fun too because I'm going to try and trick him, which is also
exactly.
And once you fail, I'm going to try and kill him.
Everyone gets
once
a
you're
turn.
beheaded, we'll abandon this cat.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
So for belief, it is better to act than to hesitate. I feel like I did that pretty well.
Oh, for sure. In fact, you did it a little too well, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Part of me was like, am I killing the group by being so brash? But then another
Not
part of me
really.
was like, this is my whole
Like-
character. Like, if I don't play my character, what am I doing?
I can't.
And then, like this guy wasn't like like this guy wasn't like actually like really really dangerous. He was like
Yeah.
medium dangerous.
I honestly thought I could have taken him, but anyways.
I can't scroll down, so your thing's broken for me.
Oh no? Oh, sorry. I wonder why. Okay, so I'll
I don't
give
know. I'm
myself
gonna
one fight
exit
for
and
that.
open it again.
My goal was to strip the cave alongside Elfwin.
Oh, there we go.
Obviously not completed, but I feel like we've made minor progress. At least that we've gone to this room and now found this demon who might have treasure. So I guess technically by summoning the demon, we found out there was treasure up there. So I didn't intend to like
Also, like,
help that
shipped
way,
out-
but I kind of did by accident.
Okay.
We also shipped out a bunch of treasure and are going to we are coming back to get more.
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
done some work. And you did a test. Let's say sure.
Sorry?
Sure, strip the cave alongside Elfwin. I mean, you didn't really do that though. You didn't find. I guess I don't know. That's hard to say. We'll say fate. You're acting toward it, and fate again for
Sure.
the belief. So the last one is instinct, which you did, and you get another fate. That's 3 fate.
Okay, awesome.
Way to make a
That's it
meal
for
and
me.
become a better cook.
Yep. I gotta fail next time.
Gotta make a terrible meal.
All right. I will go with belief, missing skulls. Belief oppose those who act against nature. No, it didn't really come up. Creed. Humans can't be trusted to preserve the natural world. Given the events of today, I'm thinking maybe in the future I should condense that slightly to humans can't be trusted, but we'll see. To do anything,
I know.
right?
I'm gonna
I feel
reinforce
like
your
that
belief.
is. I feel like that's a belief, but Creed should be.
Or sorry, yeah, your
Creed
creed.
should be like more grand. It's like the natural world needs to be protected or something along the lines. If it's just personal about how
No,
you.
I was joking. Like,
Yeah.
like obviously, this is like the reason like my belief works is because like if a large human organization, if I need to rely on them for some reason, I won't want to, right?
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Should we judge it
My
all
goal
outside?
is a bunch of all valuables. Maybe.
We'll give fate. We'll give fate for anyone who had a treasure thing because there's the whole treasure bit at the beginning. You made a
My
cache.
instinct for Schwarta, I didn't actually figure that, but I was hoping we would. We didn't actually do that many tests because they were conflicts and they take a long time. So
Yeah, it did a conflict and some camp stuff. So I'll give you one fate for your your goal. You're working toward it. There's a lot of work about treasure. A lot of treasure work here.
You can never have too much treasure.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Belief, anything worth doing is worth doing in style. I didn't do anything terribly stylish today. Creed Charity is always in style. I made that elixir with Roman in mind, but I didn't really give it to him. I'm still holding on to it. My goal...
I have
Sorry?
it.
Oh, well then, there you go.
Thank you.
I don't know if that counts as charity, though. Like, I feel like this just makes sense to do.
well, you didn't endure a moral test relating to that, right?
Yeah, you didn't
That
have
is
It's not
true. I did not.
you didn't have to choose.
I still
between
got to get my
treasure.
head around the creeds. It's like, it makes sense. I keep thinking I can game it somehow.
You have to choose.
Probably not
You
correct,
basically choose that between like personal gain and your creed, and if the creed wins or personal gain wins, and you acted in a very dramatic way about that, then that's how creeds work.
You know, I'm just
Usually-
gonna start being a jerk, so that what I did today would have been a moral quandary. So it'd be like, should I do the right thing or just be a jerk?
That's not how that works either.
It's really not. But run with me here. Anyways,
Okay.
goal successfully map the caves. I feel that
I feel like you're
Sorry?
working toward that goal. You've mapped what you saw. I feel like that's a large. It sounds like a larger goal the way it's written. Is like map the whole caves, but you tell me if that's what you meant. The whole caves.
that
or
is
like,
what I meant. Yeah,
Or like just the parts you mapped currently.
like everywhere we're going in the
Okay,
in the
like
caves.
the whole dungeon. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fate and a fate for your instinct. I feel like because you have the trait extravagant. I don't know, just doing things and making it harder for yourself because you're doing it in an extravagant way in the adventure phase it would be an easy way to get your belief and also
Yeah.
checks.
Also, I've not been getting checks every time. Like I map the caves today, but I'm like I should really do this for the benefit of the group
Well,
and
you
not just
can't-
try and get another check while in camp.
You can't gain
In
checks
camp.
in camp, so that's fine.
Yeah,
You're acting how you should. Camp is for good stuff, not
I
bad
like
stuff.
to cause problems on purpose.
There weren't a lot of checks this session because everyone was like they said the conflicts took up a lot of time and it was camp
Yeah.
and conflict day,
Yeah,
basically.
and
There
I
wasn't
think
a lot of
Talia
conflict.
really didn't want to get captured, so
Yeah.
or I guess Andrew didn't really want Talia to get captured.
No, I was trying to take that fucker out of his hole. I should have used my traits for myself. I totally forgot about them actually, but that's fine.
Who wants to go next? So that was 2 fate for you, Corbusier, if you didn't mark that.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I can go
think-
next. So for belief, I will never
Yeah.
trust an elf. I guess that didn't come up this time. Goal: find and kill Claflin. I still haven't been able to make progress towards that. Instinct: when in the caves, always search for treasure. That I believe I did do.
I mean, you said it, but you didn't roll. Basically, it has to help the group in order to. By
none
help,
of
it
them
needs
came
to
up.
be a successful roll, usually. So that didn't came up. Yeah. Okay, you have so many Persona and Fate. You can go to level 3 if you spend some of that. Or not level 3,
Can
level
I?
1. You need to spend all your Persona. You need to spend 3 of your Fate, and you can go level 1. Or
Well, I only have 2 persona. Is that enough?
you need to have a total spent of 3. Right? So you just need to spend all your Persona.
Oh, I see.
and
So I have to spend
3
them.
Fate. Yeah, so if you go to level, it's a level, I guess level 2, is 3 fate and 3 persona.
I guess I'll have to spend some persona next time.
And fate. But fate you could do when you help someone else, and you can spend it on yourself to learn, which is a great way to spend fate, I think. Just keep a few for your 6s. Alright, so Roman.
Just give me a sec. Belief, everyone deserves help. Like I said, everyone deserves help except for trying to freaking die.
What?
No, I'm not doing that. Creed, the rich and powerful deserve nothing from me. Nope. Goal, explore the whole hideout. We're currently doing it. Instinct, always search for secrets. Didn't come up.
Okay, so you get 1 fate
4?
for his searching the exploring the whole hideout.
Oh, okay.
You just did 1 room, but I mean, I'm just awarding people for their goals. It's time. Except you.
Except me.
Yeah. But your goal will come. I feel like you're gonna spend a lot of the money of your money, I guess, or just some money trying to like track down the guy and making a whole bunch of shenanigans in town, which is great. All right, now the group rewards. The best person, the MVP gets a persona. The team worker, person who does a lot of little stuff, gets a persona. And if someone's cracked some jokes in the face of certain doom, which I think the only person who could have would have been Talia.
Talia.
But you didn't try to crack jokes.
I was not in a joking mood.
I don't know if Talia's very jokey.
Yeah.
That's funny.
She might have her moments, but yeah.
That being said, so yeah, who do we think deserves what? I kind of am looking toward Corbusier for team worker. You know, mapping made a temporary thing to cure angry. Just did a lot of little things.
I invented Coca-Cola in this universe.
Or perhaps Ardor for making the cache, building it.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, attempting to capture a demon seems.
But there was no reason for it.
There's no reason.
Oh, there's plenty of reason. He thought he was hot shit.
He was just demanding blood, just a little bit of blood.
It could be a drop of blood. That's
Hell no.
He was just, doing his thing in his own
If
home.
they want my blood, they have to take it.
They asked for it. Like, hey, can we get some blood?
No.
So who's does what? I don't know who's
Well,
MVP.
I'm feeling
is there no MVP and there's just somehow 2 team workers and we have to pick which one team helped the team the most, or is there an MVP?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I feel this is just my opinion, but I feel like I would say like maybe team worker, Corbusier, MVP, Ardor, because like the cache to me, the cache was like really important, and it was like. No,
Like,
and I mean, it wasn't a
maps
challenging role because he was able to use his nature and stuff, but I feel like it was an important thing.
Maps can catch fire. Caches are forever.
And then like Corbusier did do the mapping, which was important for the team. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Does anyone second that? I think that's
It's fine too.
Okay, you two both. That's great. Yeah. So MVP goes to Ardor. Way to build stuff for the team, but also build the most important thing, which is it facilitated you going back to the dungeon.
Yeah. So
I feel like if you didn't, you were could have something. A statue might have went missing.
Yeah.
All right.
Or you guys would have decided to go back to town now rather than afterwards, which would have screwed all your goals. Probably.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think that's it. We need to name the session and talk about what we're doing next time. I feel like definitely a trick conflict and possibly exploring the rest of the cave.
A romance conflict.
That's basically just a convinced conflict.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we already have the name for it.
I was gonna say. We
We
landscape
do,
everybody.
but do we want to be? Do we want to just
What's
just to confuse people? Just when is part 2 coming out? Did part 1 ever really end? How are they still in the cave?
So this is Smugglers Den Part 2?
Smugglers Den Part 5.
Or are you going to say, like, the chimney? Climbing into
The
a chimney?
chimneying.
Chimneying. The chimney sweep.
The chimney sweep, he lives inside of my head.
So are we doing Smugglers Den Part 2 then? That sounds fine to me.
Chimney
Yeah.
Yeet, or Chimney Yeet. So you got yeeted into it.
Chimney, yeah, sure. We'll do. We'll have 2 Smugglers Den Part 2.
Colon. Chimney Yeet.
The Chimney Yeet.
Smugglers Den Part 3, Dream Warriors.
The Chimney.
Chimney Yeet. Oh my god.
That's perfect. All right.
I love it.
That is great. Thanks for joining the stream, people who've watched the person. Anybody? Hello?
Nobody.
If you're watching this now, we love you.
Hello? Anyone there? Bye.